I'm just clicking all over the place. Oh my gosh, we're here. Welcome everybody. Look, I fixed our speaking screen so everyone is where they're supposed to be. We have no crazy disguise masters or imposters this evening. That's Among Us, a different game. That's not what we're playing tonight.
Well.
He's in the air ducts. So
you might be.
You might be. With this little square, I mean, coming out to the coast, have a few laughs. It's almost Christmas. I had to. Anyway, well, here we are once again. Top Secret, the Berlin Protocol, a Neon Lich Studios original presentation. Welcome everybody. I know when we last left off, things were a little bit hairy, and I don't mean you need to shave in the shower. Things were looking mighty tense for our heroes as they found themselves trapped within the compromised Safehouse looking for clues as Stasi police began making their way upstairs and were about to bust in the door as Rosary stood up boldly to take the brunt of all their bullets.
We will remember your sacrifice.
Oh, damn. Time to roll a new character.
We will see what happens, though. You guys are heroes. You're amazing super spies, elite secret agents. I bet you can come up with something to get your way out of this successfully, and maybe even with a prize in tow. We shall see. We shall see. But Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Skull Splitter Dice, the dice that mice like to. I'm terrible at rhymes. They're good dice. They're made out of metal. They're so metal that Slayer uses them on tour. I have this on fairly reliable authorities that even Headbangers Ball actually stopped doing music videos just so that they could spend all their money on Skull Splitter Dice. So you should too. Be sure to send us all a selection as a gift, because we will definitely thank you live on air. You'll be able to see your name issued out of our mouths live on air to the 1 million people watching right now. And it is 1 million right now and climbing every moment, so you definitely want to get on that. So, without much further ado, and with slightly less BS, let's rejoin our heroes back at the safe house. And there we are.
So Akira's still stuck in a wardrobe.
Yes. Yes. But, I mean, it's the 80s. There were a lot of people stuck in wardrobes.
That's true.
Okay.
Renard just pulling out his firearm behind the mirror.
Okay. There were a lot of people pulling out firearms behind mirrors, too. So, Rosary, I know you had a plan. You stood up and were preparing to take the brunt of whatever was about to kick through that door. What would you like to do to kick off the festivities this evening?
Okay. So, I'm not going to scream this because I will butcher the German language and I might actually accidentally swear. So, before, smoke starts going into her lungs and she presumably gets shot at, she's going to start... I can't believe this. Okay, I'm going to butcher this. I'm so glad everyone's here for this. The Alphathin, and I didn't say, let me write that so everybody knows what she's screaming. And it basically just translates roughly to the Allies in German. But when she does say it, she says it really good and really cool and perfectly. I just don't.
Of
like you did.
course.
Yeah.
You are a super spy. So, you shout this out. You have any type of skill that might add a little oomph? Persuasion?
Let me check my
Seduction?
sheet.
Something?
Yeah, we know she has seduction. We've gone over this.
None outfit.
No. First off, she doesn't even have that. Let me see. I don't know, she has ridiculous willpower, that's the only thing. And she is I don't think any of her skills really match what she's trying to do, except for her perfect German. There's social chameleon and a bunch of education, but I don't think anything else would really be a skill that she could just sway over someone, if I'm honest.
What is she trying to convince them of by shouting this? Let's try that. That she's an ally?
That they're just not necessarily, they're just not enemies.
Okay.
Just enough for them to
We're
have
on
them
the
know.
same fucking team, bro.
Yeah, she didn't say that, though.
Okay, yeah, not that, but
All right. So
Akira would.
you say this, and an older, gruff guy busts through the door with his gun trained on you and a flashlight underneath it, followed immediately by a younger Stasi agent. They kind of both hone in on you with their pistols, their flashlights held on the underbarrel. You can hear movement coming from the other side of the door, letting you know there is more people outside still. In German, very harshly, the older gentleman says, "Put your hands behind your head and get down on your knees."
Yeah, of course, that's what he said to her. Pervert. So, she's gonna listen. She's gonna go a step further. Now, as you guys know, she has the rosary hanging out of one pocket and the 22 in the other, but she's
Actually,
still
it's
gonna
shared.
go. She's gonna go down on her knees with like her hands interlocked behind her head, and looking at them, not looking ashamed, but not looking aggressive either. Just conveying the eye contact so they know she's moving slowly and not playing any tricks.
All right.
And trying not to get anybody else shot.
All right. So the woman casually starts moving up to you until she's standing in front of you with him standing back and covering. There's still somebody outside that you can't see, but you can see the light of their flashlight outside. She's kind of looking around the room, you know. You can see her scanning there. And she doesn't see anybody because, Renard, you're actually out of sight behind the mirror.
Correct.
And Akira, you're in the closet, the armoire. Sorry. You know what I mean?
She's also in the closet, but...
So she comes around behind you, and she kind of like, she holsters her gun and begins to take your arms and put them around behind your back, preparing to handcuff you. You can hear her getting the handcuffs out and getting ready.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Well, here's the thing. Okay, sidebar, totally off. There are two things going on here. So, either they're gonna cuff her to question her to try to see if she's an ally, or they don't care and they're gonna cuff her anyways. But, you know what? They also could have shot her already.
This is fair.
Okay. Are you
So-
associated with this person? Actually, I'm on the same fucking team as you.
So, yeah, worst comes to worst, she'll like pick the locks. So actually, she's gonna let them do it. She's gonna let them put the handcuffs on her. I may be dumb and she may die, but that is my final answer.
All right, so you're gonna let that happen?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask: is anyone else doing anything?
I mean, Akira's kind of like stopped so that she could look out the crack in the armoire, to see what's going on.
A bit of the crack.
Because she heard words in German. She doesn't know what the fuck they mean though.
All right.
She's just kind of like peeing out, like, what the fuck is going on?
So, Akira, give me a stealth roll.
Oh god.
Because you're trying to be
Okay,
sneaky
her
and peek
stealth
out.
roll's not too bad.
Roll a double lot. Let's see it. I know,
What
I'm
is it,
terrible.
2D what is it?
2d10. 2d10.
Is it 2d10?
Or 1D100.
Or 1d100, yes.
That's what we've been doing last time.
Oops. Fuck it, we'll just do 100.
You got this. You got this.
I believe in you.
53. All right. You managed to kind of very quietly kind of push the doors open because they close in the center. They're two small doors. You kind of push them open a little bit and you're peeking out. And you can see, you've still got your night vision goggles on, so the light of their flashlights is really bright. You got a good view of what's going on. Renard, are you doing anything?
He's aiming his gun, ready to shoot, but he's not stepping out or shooting.
Okay. So, Viridian, she rather roughly takes your hands, kind of puts them around behind your back, cuffs you, and then kind of grabs you by the chain of the cuffs and lifts you up onto your feet, which, as you can imagine, is like...
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna.
But yeah, but she's little. I'm sure the lady who picked her up was probably surprised. Oh my, this is easy.
Oh my god, is this a feather?
Alright. So as you do, you hear her kind of mumble under her breath, "You better have papers on you."
Oops.
And
Uh-oh.
she begins to move the two of you
What
towards her
paper?
companion, who steps around in front of you. And he's still got his gun trained on you. And he kind of looks you up and down, mainly down, because he's about 6'2".
Okay.
And he says, "Are you alone?"
Oh man.
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, I'm trying to think of how I should respond.
I mean, Akira's just like.
I'm
pulling out their
trying to figure out if
revolver
she just.
fucking-
She doesn't want to be flippant either.
Mhm.
And she doesn't want to necessarily lie. Oh my god. You know what? Screw it. She came out to protect people. She's going to be
She
like,
can lie. She can totally lie.
Oh,
yeah,
she
you
could
know
just
what?
lie. She could lie.
She should say, I'm the only nun here. But
I mean, would you be lying? You wouldn't be lying. But like with that outfit, they probably would think you're lying.
Or you could give up one person for a half truth. It's also a thing
yeah,
you can
here
do.
we go.
Good point.
I'm the
Brim.
only other German here beside you guys.
Is that what you say?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so bad. And
So-
I know she's going to get caught.
So he kind of looks down at you, and he gives you this evil little grin.
What the fuck?
And he looks over your shoulder at his companion, the woman behind you, and she kind of snorts. You hear her kind of laugh, and he looks back at you and says, "We've had you on camera since you arrived."
Fuck.
Then you know I'm here for the same thing.
What are you?
And
here
she
for?
didn't lie. She said she was the only other German. Well,
Yes.
obviously.
A lie of omission, but like.
Oh my goodness. Now she's in it. She's just gonna be like, I was sent here by a private military company.
Oh. So you are a spy.
No. We
I-
were hired
I
after
think- I think you're a spy. A mercenary,
She's
maybe,
gonna
but
lie.
a spy nonetheless.
Spy.
I think you're a spy.
Yes,
Are
and
they speaking English or German?
They're
German.
speaking German. I'm just
Yeah.
Fuck.
freaking out because
Wait,
I don't want her to
wait,
die.
I gotta see. Does she? I can't remember what I put for her language is. Hold on.
They
I
wouldn't.
do have German on here. Fuck yeah.
so you do understand them. But no,
I
she
do.
he
Can I
looks.
speak it?
Do you want to
questionable.
say something?
Yeah, from after she just said you're not there while they have her chained up.
I mean, she didn't say I wasn't there.
Yeah, she just said I'm the only German here.
So
Okay,
so he says,
so she said she's from a private military company.
yeah, and he just kind of
Which
cut
is
that.
also technically not a lie.
He cut that down. And he's like, "You're a spy. I don't care if you're hired or not. You're still a spy." And with
Okay.
that, he says, "Captain Fisher, I'm afraid we're going to have to do this the hard way." She goes, "Right, yes, sir." And she attempts to force you down to your knees, jerking on the handcuff chain.
That's not gonna happen.
What do you
She's
think
done
I'm
with
trying
this.
to execute her?
She's done with this.
Okay,
How
okay,
close-
Okay. I wanna try something first.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
okay.
okay, because she's done. She's like ready to like little
Oh,
people
like-
arm.
That didn't work out.
Yeah, this didn't work out.
We
So,
tried to do this the night
unfortunately
way.
for This fucking lady here. That's like a direct shot. pretty
90
well.
foot, yeah.
90 feet, yeah, sure. I mean, you could hit somebody with a 22 revolver at 90 feet, right? We're gonna find out.
You could also hit my character. That'd be not good.
That would be
I
amazing.
mean, she's short. The other lady's not short. It's fine. We're fine. Anyway, so Akira, she's gonna like point her revolver outside of the crack of the fucking armoire, and she's just gonna pull the trigger at the lady.
All right, so you're gonna try and nail her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Is it
So here's what we'll do. Since you're at a little bit of a distance, but you do have the night vision goggles. So I'm gonna give you what's called a brace check, a braced shot, because you're actually taking the time and lining up the shot. carefully. You're not under fire or anything, and you've got a good line. So add +10, to +10 modifier to your skill check.
Okay, cool. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that would be. I'll figure it out. It's fine.
That means
It would be dexterity, right? That I'd put that on.
I think you have a
shooting. Yes.
shooting.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have a
Okay.
pistol skill or something.
Oh no, I do for sure. I do have a pistol skill. I have like level 1 in pistol skills.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just gonna roll 1d100 again.
Yes.
2d10.
Yes.
Okay.
Which end do I point at her?
Which end do I? Oh my God! Imagine. Jesus Christ. Oh!
24. Wow.
Woo!
Wow. That's not bad. Do you happen to have the damage on your gun?
I think it's I thought it was 2d8, but let me double check. Cause I can't remember.
Okay.
Where is our group chat?
Which gun is that?
22.
From church.
It's 1d6.
Has-
1d6.
Is it 1d6? I was.
That
not
actually
reading
sounds
most of
right. That sounds right. So
Most
I
guns
was
have
not paying
1d6.
attention when I bought this gun. I'm sorry.
those. Ew.
So 2 damage, piercing damage, by the way. So 2 wound damage. You nail her in the right arm, and she, catch her completely off guard. Blam! And she kind of spins around and loses her grip on the handcuff chain. She doesn't go to the floor. You basically winged her through the arm.
Oh, I have a silencer too. I just fucking remembered that.
Oh, do you?
I do. Yeah.
Well, I think in the dark and at this range, they're probably gonna at least see the muzzle flash.
Oh yeah, probably.
Um,
That's. But you can just all you can just shoot.
That little chirp. Okay, so, but yeah, you do hit her. She lets go of the chain. And of course, at this point, now we're gonna get into because that was surprise.
Now she's really gonna die. I got it.
Do I get a chance to shoot during the surprise too, or is it too late?
I'll give you 1 surprise shot. Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna shoot her too, because she's closest. All right.
This poor bitch.
He's
Oh,
been aiming
shoot,
this whole
Guardian.
time. I don't know what kind of bonuses that's gonna give me, but he's been aiming.
45. I'll do the same with you with the brace.
+10.
Yeah. So you'll hit with that without a doubt.
Yes.
5. So you hit her in the left arm. Bam! Blam! Ow! Ow! This poor girl.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
know, right?
Poor girl.
Jesus.
This poor
This
girl.
woman just
She
got
had it
her
coming.
fucking-
He
she
had
did.
it coming.
This
So does
poor
the other
girl.
dude, but the other dude is
He's too far. We'll get
too
to him.
far.
Do we have to
Yeah.
roll for engage at some point? I'm really bad at rolling. I don't think we should roll for anything. You should let us win.
That's not.
Jeez.
Let's do it.
fine.
Let's do that. No, I'm just nervous. It isn't fun if you don't roll. But yeah.
This is very nerve-wracking, actually.
How much damage did you do?
Oh, 1d6. That's right. Sorry.
No, you're good.
4.
4. All right, so you actually caught her in the meat of her arm pretty good.
Oh. Oh. Ouch.
So you right arm, left arm, she's wounded, but still functioning, still standing, bleeding.
This woman's arms are out of commission.
So is she
Get the
she
fuck
bent
away.
over or anything?
She got winged twice and kind of got spun both directions in
Okay.
surprise. She let go of you.
Yes, but is she still standing?
Yeah, she is still standing.
Okay.
She is a Stasi officer. She's tough. So
She's not so tough anymore.
let's see. There's Carl, Lena, and Dieter.
The guy's name is Dieter.
It's a very
There's gotta be some Dieters around.
it's a very good name.
Very popular name.
Last time it was Otto.
All right, so
Dieter reminds me of the opening to Manamna, where they're like. "Da-da-da-da-da-da-da."
Mana.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
See, I got a 4, 8, and 8.
Holy cow, that's really good, isn't it?
That's my initiatives. Let's roll
Assuming I
D10.
rolled that one too.
I have to roll a d10.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
7 for Renard.
Not yet. Although I will let you know, you do not want to be in close range against somebody with a gun.
4 for... Ooh. Okay.
Oh. Wow, I
I don't know
wow.
if that's a good or a bad thing, but
I'm sure it's good.
Okay.
Is it
Lower
good
than,
that
right?
they're low? No,
No.
they're not, right?
No, you wanted high numbers for initiative.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, Akira is in the fucking armoire.
Yeah,
in the
she's got a
closet,
little
so-
more protection.
You do have some cover because of the armoire.
Yeah, which is good.
So, jeez, guys, oh my lord! All right, so here we go.
Right.
We're gonna start with Dieter.
course.
The evil man.
Dieter is the one outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind.
I thought
He's-
Dieter was the guy like looking down at me. He was like 6'3".
No, Dieter he's actually on the other side of the wall, most likely somewhere. Like he's
Okay.
in that little entry foyer that you guys came up through the stairs in, but he hasn't come around the doorway yet. You can't tell what he's doing, but he doesn't show himself. As far as Lena, Lena's gonna make a grab for your chain again and try to lift you up and put you between her and what she thinks the direction the shots are coming from. She's gonna try and use you as a human shield.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Good luck. She's like 5'2", but whatever.
She may have to crouch.
What a chicken.
So my initiative's really bad. So I'm not sure what kind of leeway I have here.
Well, you are kind of... You're handcuffed, so you have some disadvantage there.
Yeah.
Do you have any close combat technique skills?
She's a martial artist.
Okay, so you are a martial artist. Okay.
Learn
Yeah.
to use your feet.
Yeah.
One
Yeah, that's
down,
what
use
I'm
feet.
trying to find out. Like,
I hope it's
So
too
I'm
tired
gonna-
for that.
I'm gonna. All right.
So do you
So
want to...
right next to her is the broken chair, right?
Yeah, what's there is there, so yeah.
Can she try to like, not like get air, but like get some traction by using the chair to boost into like beat her in the face with a knee, like drop kick her or something. I don't know, but I don't think she'd be able to do it from
I
this
would've
height.
Just been like,
Mhm.
this can pretend this is a foot. But...
Well, remember, here's the thing. So
I'm handcuffed though. There's only
you're-
so much I can do.
you're handcuffed and your back is to her at
Yeah,
My
present.
back is
Push
to her.
Yeah.
Just become a human elastic woman and then
Wait a minute.
like
Well,
kick your feet up over
plus-
your
Her
shoulders.
Keep it-
back is to her, and Carl is in front of me.
Yes.
Okay.
But
so
keep
Carl
in
is
mind,
looking-
it's Lena's turn.
Right.
So the main reason I'm asking is, do you have any type of defense against that could help with this more than anything?
Martial arts. I would say that's
She has
kind of
martial
defense.
arts. I think it's
Yeah.
the
So
most.
that'll give her. I'll put a neg 20 penalty on her as you attempt to use your abilities to basically not get grabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. That was a D20. This is a D20. It's all good.
Oh my god.
Felt like the dice hopped, and I almost cried.
This is worse. Can we go back to the other one?
Wow.
What do I roll to die right now?
This is
You're fine. We're not gonna
fun.
shoot at you.
So basically,
Yeah.
she did get a hold of the chain, a firm grip,
Okay.
and she's basically yanked it and stuck you between her and the other side of the room, and she's got you in a grip. You're facing outward at this point towards your friends.
Okay, so she is behind me. She is front behind me.
And
Yeah, she's facing you.
perfect.
Wait a minute,
perfect
she's
position
facing
for
me?
her.
Yeah, so you see the way her flashlight's shining?
Okay, so my back is to
yeah,
my
your-
friend.
No, your back is to her. She's got you by the chain of your handcuffs.
How tall is she?
She is about 5'9".
Okay.
So she's got you by the left hand. She's holding the chain and kind of pulling up to kind of keep you a little off balance. And she's got her gun out
With the other hand?
with the other hand. But she's not aiming at you. She's trying to find where the shots are coming from. Because that's the more immediate threat. She doesn't view you as a threat. You're a handcuffed person. That's this tiny.
What is the hop like in between them? Like if she hopped, no, I'm dead serious. If she hopped upward and slammed her head into her chin, what is that hop like? Like what would I have to do?
That would be, we'll do that as a martial arts move, a headbutt.
Okay.
But let's see, we are at S. The smoker. Reynard.
Okay.
Reynard, you're up.
I know, I'm gonna make a bad decision.
Oh, of course you are.
Is he gonna throw
I'm just
down?
gonna run ahead.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Do you have the movement to make it that far?
I have just enough movements to get here. I have
Imagine the
65
terror
movements,
of
and
this
that's
fucking-
Nobody would see him coming if it wasn't for the 7 cigarettes in his mouth.
he's only got 2 right now.
It looks like a freight train
Looks like a
coming.
train.
And I would like to, once I get next to her, I would like to shoot. Because I believe I
Okay.
can move and shoot with a malice, but then being close also gives me a bonus.
Okay. Who are you gonna try to hit? The Lena?
Viridian, obviously.
I have to
Hopefully
ask.
not.
All right.
Viridian's seriously just like, just end me, please.
It's-
This is embarrassing.
57.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
That would generally hit for me, I
Yeah.
believe. Let's see,
Yeah.
pistols.
It does. It does. And this is close range, right?
This is close range.
Okay. Are you doing a called shot or anything?
No.
Are you just running and going, ah, bam?
He's not yelling. He's a polite Frenchman.
He's
An
just,
oxymoron.
just
He's just gonna be yelling, "Bonjour, madame," and then like,
Bonjour.
baguette,
Super
baguette.
Oh my, I apologize to everybody who's French that I like.
Give anything the smoke.
All right, so you shot her in the left hand.
oh,
So you
Her arms
actually,
are junk.
well, no, you actually. Here's what happened. You charge up, and you're moving like your adrenaline hits, and you just start trucking, and it's like smoking and guns out, and you get up there, and you like have a hard time stopping, and so you turn, and actually kind of bump into Lena to stop yourself, and as you
Sure.
were trying to shoot Lena, your gun moves around and actually shoots her in the hand that she's holding the chain with.
Excellent.
Roll damage.
I did. It's just a tiny one.
One.
this
All right.
is so fucking funny.
So yeah,
But
you.
her hand's
Blam.
already messed up.
Well, yeah. Well, no, her hand's okay. Well, it was
Her arm.
her arm. So, but yeah, you did just shoot her in the left hand. She lets go. Because I mean that's painful. Even if it was a little wing, and you're in her face, and she did not expect that too. So
I'm sure nobody did. I didn't expect it either.
nobody expects the French Inquisition.
No, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Someone clip that, please.
Nobody.
So that brings us around to Carl and Viridian are on the same
Carl.
initiative. I tell you what, let's roll off. We'll see who goes first. What do you say?
No. No, let's
No?
not. I say ladies first. No, I'll do it. What
Just,
Because Carl would have to go first if it's a lady. I mean, let's face it.
Oh,
I'm at
true.
Viridian.
you gotta beat
But
a
what
9.
do I have to roll?
Gotta beat a
Oh,
9.
come on. I have to beat a 9?
You got a 10 in you.
You could get a 10.
No, I can't.
I'm sending all the good vibes your way.
Oh,
Oh.
so close.
So close. That was a good roll, though. You
It
get
was.
really close. You got really close.
I did. She's little.
Carl was just literally like, fuck you.
So Carl's gonna take a shot at Renard because Renard just ran up with a gun.
That makes sense.
Once again, Rosary is not the threat at the moment.
For some reason.
She's
They
a
become a
better-
rosary.
she's a tiny little handcuffed woman.
Yeah.
What can a tiny little handcuffed woman do? This! Squeeze him in the nuts.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
That is a crit
that-
to the chest. So yeah, that's a 45 revolver to the chest. Renard,
Oh, when you mean doubles, you mean like
22.
Doubles.
22, 66.
So do you want to spend a luck point?
Oh,
I think
you
I'm gonna
might.
have to. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Just erase this luck point.
so Renard takes you take a shot to the chest. We're just gonna roll damage for it. You take 4 wound. Since you spent
As
the luck,
opposed to
as
I would
opposed
just
to
die.
instant death, yeah. These older RPGs, man, they don't play.
They don't. I was
Can you
hoping
imagine
I'd
if we
get
all
some of
died
those,
in
but-
session 2? It's like the end.
At the end. Thank you for playing, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. But no, so it hits you pretty hard. It knocks the wind out of you, and you guys see Renard take a solid hit to the chest and kind of go pale, and his eyes roll back for a second, and then he kind of shakes it off, and he's back with you. But Rosary.
Okay,
You're
so
up.
everybody's in this weird huddle, correct? Like, I'm looking over here.
Oh,
So,
Akira's still in the closet.
okay, so
The armoire.
Proxy is in the
Sure.
armoire.
Yes.
Her back is still to the lady, and she let go of her, but she hasn't fallen yet, correct?
No, not yet. She's still standing, and she still has a gun in her right hand.
Why are
Roundhouse
they?
kick her in the face.
No. So the way they're set up is they're right in front of each other.
Yeah, those two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which seems really dumb. And even though she's little, she's gonna take the risk. Okay.
I like it. I like
would
it.
she be able to turn around, or would she have to do this with her back?
You can turn around. That's not like a huge amount of movement by any means. You are a super agent.
Yeah, she is a super foxy agent. Screw it. She's just gonna rush them and hope that they fall like dominoes.
All right, so you're gonna go for a bull rush, basically.
I mean, they're standing right up at the worst, like they get knocked off and somebody could do something else. She's
Okay.
little, her hands are cuffed. She's just gonna run at them, even though
No,
she's not
at
that
the
strong
worst, she somehow gets a concussion.
Yeah. or dies.
So
Yes, but she has the martial arts advantage.
okay, so, and your melee skill?
I don't know what one is melee.
Martial arts.
Martial arts. What's your skill at?
A 3.
3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. I don't even have a tech up there. Then again, it's a lot harder to get tech up to 3.
Alright.
Sucks.
Those
Yeah,
stuff
but
was
you have to
expensive.
put the points in martial arts for the 3. It won't let you do anything lower.
Did you pick a technique for your martial arts?
It's the only one that I saw, and I'm wrong. The only one I saw was Oriental martial arts. I apologize.
No. There's a technique chart. Martial arts actually has access to all the techniques, but you can only have.
I didn't.
You can only
see
have
that
as many
part.
techniques as you have. I think levels.
So I could only have one anyway, right?
You could have 3 if your skill is at 3.
Or 8. So she
But
can
one
have
of
3.
them, one of them is knocked down.
Okay, so let me ask this: how many is there?
Here,
How-
I tell you what. I will post this.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. This is a short shot. This is how we do it.
I know. I tried to
I-
read a lot of the information. I apologize.
It's all right. Here, I'm gonna show you the list. You can kind of guesstimate kind of what means what. Pretty. It's in Discord there.
Okay.
As you can see, martial arts has access to all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, knockdown is one of them. So
So yeah, knockdown is 1. She has 3.
Mhm.
So knockdown is 1.
all right. So yeah, is that the one you want to try for this time? You want to try and
Yeah,
bowl them
I'll
over?
figure out the other 2 in a little bit. Yeah,
As
she's
you
gonna
need
try
to.
knockdown. Yeah.
Fine. So yeah, okay. Give me your roll then. Let's see what you got.
Is it 1d100?
Yes. What was the bonus or the base amount? Z, you remember? I think you said it last time. It gets added to your skill.
Oh, I think it's +5 per skill.
Okay.
Okay, that was really bad.
That was really bad.
That was really bad. I was counting on you.
Really?
Yeah, that was my whole plan when I rushed over here.
I'm gonna spend a luck point. I don't even care.
Are you sure? You can.
Yeah.
I will let you. I will let you.
You get
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
So
she's
one
gonna.
of them can be for
That
death.
was
Where-
horrible. But here's this is where you're gonna use it. Either of them could die right now,
True.
which is why to me you'd use it.
You're talking about those people? Because we're about to kill them.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I
you did really
haven't
good,
even
right?
Gone yet, like, cause I'm
No,
still
the
down.
chances if she messes up and they get another turn, Renard and her could die. That's the reality.
It's possible.
So I'm gonna use the luck point and cheat. Sorry guys,
Go
I'm
ahead.
bad at rolling.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I have to roll again with my luck point.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll again.
I can't just get. Why is there no re-rolls in this room yet?
It's Bob's fault.
Oh my goodness.
9.
That's much better.
Hey!
Bravo. That's and with your bonus applied, that's you're in the negatives. So here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna
fucking kill somebody.
so Rosary, her little form, like she's just been kind of dodging back and forth. You see her kind of waiting at her moment, and she kind of ducks and spins around. And I'm gonna put a little flavor to this. I hope you don't mind, Muse.
Go right ahead.
You see her, she ducks down completely, rolls back, pulls her handcuffed hands up over her feet to where they're free and in front of her, and then bounces up onto her feet, still crouched, and launches into Lena, bowling her back into the man behind her. The two go toppling backwards through the door. And you are here now. And the woman goes unconscious. You nailed her in the bottom of the jaw, and it knocked her head back just enough to knock her out. You KO'd her.
Felt that.
Yeah, you KO'd her.
Viridian Fox, folks.
First try.
It wasn't the second try. It was the first try. True. I was there. That's awesome. That was awesome. So the woman's knocked out. We probably know there's a third person because we heard 3 voices.
Yeah,
And
and
is
you can see
Carl-
his flashlight out there too.
Yeah. So Carl
I can kinda
is
see him, yeah.
Carl's
just
prone.
busy.
He's not
He's
prone.
prone. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to get it in my head. Sorry
No,
about it.
You're good. You're good. But that does bring us. That was a good one, by the way. Well done. Well done.
Worth the
Yeah.
luck.
Worth the luck
Sorry.
point. And that brings us to proxy.
Hey, well, I was gonna come over. I mean, I'm still probably gonna come over here because I only have like 58 feet of movement. I think
Mhm.
that's what the 58 is.
Yeah.
So like, I can go here
Yeah.
and then realize that they're like kicked through the door, so I can't really do anything.
You're still getting a good sense of cover from being behind that counter.
Yeah, and they still don't know where I am. So
They still don't know that you're there.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
They
why
could
is there a
assume the
light
shot
on?
originally came from the guy who came out of the corner like, Bajo!
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bonjour.
So she's still gonna get down, kind of just.
The French foo master that came running out.
Oh, while she's there though, because they haven't looked over here, she's gonna look see if she can find a key.
Okay, you want to search, kind of look around.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
be at a
search.
disadvantage because of the hecticness. But yeah, go ahead. Give me a roll.
Sure, why not? Yeah, that's fine. At this point, yeah, I kind of figured.
You do find a very large, very well-made kitchen knife on top of the counter that you can see there.
What's that? You're gonna pocket that one
All right.
for later.
It is a Gensu knife.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, very good, very cool.
All right. All right, so that brings us back around. Lena is unconscious. Dieter is...
Fucking sees these two barreling.
Like,
door.
sees a little thing just running at people and jumping around.
You see Dieter kind of... He snakes around the edge of the door with his
Yeah.
gun and takes a crack at you, Viridian.
Oh god.
Oh.
Wow, wow. Oh,
And the
fuck.
shot goes wild.
I'm going to spend a luck... No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
They better
No.
not have luck points.
You...
The GM can't have luck points. I just said that. It's
No,
true.
no. You hear this kind of loud clang as his gun jams, and he curses Scheiße!
I'm sure everybody heard that, not just the people who can speak
Akira in the back.
And-
Watch your language.
he steps back around behind the the wall, kind of a little out of sight because all he did was kind of lean over, and you see his hand dart out and grab Lena's pistol and then dart back.
He's like, well, she's not using this right now.
So
And then-
that's it for Dieter. We're up to Smoker. What you got?
Yeah.
What do I got? I'm not even sure where to go from here.
Beat the shit out of the other guy. I don't know.
Well, here's what I'm planning to do. And Church, let me know what kind of malices I might get for that.
Oh god.
Getting close with a knife and try to wrestle the pistol out of him, basically.
The other guy's still like conscious.
Yeah, there are still two.
He's on the...
There's the
Yeah, but
prone
it's
one.
knockdown. He's prone.
He's prone, but he's still got
they
a
both
gun.
have guns.
He
It's not-
can still
yeah.
shoot from the ground.
He can, but it's still better he's laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's not get too close. I've already taken a big bad shot.
You already have a gun. Pew pew.
Yeah, but I don't see... Well, do I see the guy on the floor pretty well?
Yeah, you got a clean shot too.
I'll give him a clean shot.
All right, yeah, go for it.
I mean, if you hit the other guy, if you hit the girl, it's not that bad either. But
Well, she's
Just
unconscious.
don't hit Viridian.
He's a French gentleman. He's not going to shoot a woman that's unconscious.
I would.
me too.
Ah,
Oh.
can I
Oh,
still
yours
move, or
jammed
is that
too.
all I can do? It's not a 90.
It's not a night. No,
So
it's not
many
a crit
jokes.
fail. So yeah, he sees you taking a bead at him and kind of darts out of the way at the last minute, and your bullet tears into the wooden floor next to his head. Sprays splinters everywhere. You still have some movement. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna go hide behind this table, probably.
Which
Well, you know what? No, not even.
no?
I'm gonna go around this side.
Okay, that works. All right.
Wait, what? I can't see.
I
Oh,
disappear.
okay.
he's,
I couldn't see anywhere where you went. I was like, oh, bonjour. Every time somebody goes into the shadows or comes fast, it's gonna be like, bonjour.
Bonjour. All right.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay.
Bonjour.
It's buongiorno. It's not pizza. All right. So, sorry.
That's Spanish.
That was
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I'm sorry.
That's Spanish. That was Italian. DiGiorno.
Even worse.
This is going off the rails.
See, I knew that was wrong, and I went with it anyway.
You did good. You did
You
amazing.
stuck that landing.
Yes, you
I
did.
sure did.
All right, so we are up to Klaus, I believe. Yes.
Is his name Carl or Klaus?
Did I say Klaus? It's Carl. Sorry,
Okay.
Klaus.
Carl.
It's one of those K
Because
names.
Klaus, she knows.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
What have you
Why are you
done?
here?
No, it's Carl. It's Carl.
Remember that time you ogled my boobs?
In front of your wife.
I quit. She's
So-
gonna exit left now. She felt that.
Well, Carl is going to ogle you with his pistol since you're the closest target in sight.
Good luck.
Jesus.
I know that sounded terrible. I'm sorry. 41. That's close, but because he has penalties for being prone, that just goes slightly wide. You hear the bullet kind of wing past your ear and dig into the plaster of the ceilings. Dust splatters
It's got
everywhere.
a bit of like a layering from your hair. Just
Pew. Uh-oh, we're gonna get a
Just
Spaceballs
like
moment.
a lock falls to the floor.
The Spaceballs moment.
Ah,
Hey,
okay, goodbye
you
to
shot
the-
my hair!
Imagine. Fuck.
So, alright, so that's it for him. Rosary,
Cool, curb stomp a bitch.
you're up. What you got? Your hands are in
prone?
front of you now, so
He's prone. Her hands are in front of her,
yeah, your hands are in front of you. You're still handcuffed, but they're in front of you. They're not behind you now.
and he's prone, and there's still somebody behind the door.
Yes.
My God. And they both have guns.
Yes.
You have a gun.
Yeah, she has a gun, a knife, and a rosary that's actually a garrote.
It's actually what now?
A garrote.
He
Garrote.
pulls the beads apart, and it's a garrote. Her rosary.
That's sick.
For,
That's fucking awesome.
for when she wants to go Wayne Brady on somebody.
Does she have new nunchucks too?
No. But I'm sure the cross is probably heavier than it should be. Let's be honest. Oh, I don't. So Carl just shot at her, but he's laying down, and there's somebody outside the door.
Yeah. It's...
So. Lena's unconscious,
Yeah.
so we don't have to worry about that. I'm
For-
sorry, I'm
for-
taking
no.
so long. Like,
You're good. You're good.
I took just as much time.
yeah. She's gonna go for Carl. He's laying down,
Yeah, yeah. He's
and
still prone.
let me ask a second. Dieter.
Dieter.
Is he really tall too?
You can't really tell just from what you saw. He looks like a big man, though, yeah.
All right, then she's gonna go for the guy on the floor.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
She's taking the
She's taking the rosary out.
Oh, you're gonna try and
Oh, I wasn't even gonna say
garrote
that.
him? Alright.
I don't even know
Or
if
do we
she's
like
gonna do
she's-
that so much as she's probably gonna try to get control of his hand with the garrote,
Okay.
at the very least.
There's a
Yeah,
whole
if she's
move
really
you can
good,
do.
she's gonna point it towards the other guy. If she's not so good, she's gonna accidentally shoot herself. So let's see.
Are you using a martial arts ability?
So
A technique?
yeah. So here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what I want. She has, I think, she has multi attacks and multi defenses or other two.
Okay.
Is she allowed to do multi attacks with that? Is that
So-
like what it means?
So the multi-attack, you make a number of attacks equal to your level of the skill. So you make 3 attacks.
Okay.
As long as all the opponents are within 5 feet. You can direct all of them against a single foe or spread them out. The first
How
is
do I
at a
change
minus
the
20
range?
modifier. The second is at
Okay.
a minus 30. And the third is at a minus 40. So they get harder to hit as you go.
Yeah. That's gonna be hard. And okay, I don't know. Thank you.
There you go.
I don't know the distance she is from.
What-
How do I
One,
mark her
one,
that?
one square is about 5 feet.
One square.
Yeah.
You could get behind both of them and tag them each,
Yeah,
but
you've got the movement.
So I don't. Okay. Is she close enough to get to Carl with that 5-foot range, or I'm dumb and I can't see?
Carl is 15 feet. You could move and
Okay.
get up to him, though. Yeah. It might expose you to Dieter.
If she moves in, gets up to him, would that be one of her 3 attacks? Like she does the move?
Well, these are
15
like attacks, like bap bap bap.
Okay. I don't know.
You got this.
So I will let
don't-
you.
I still want to choke out Carl with the garrote.
Go do it.
One of
Okay.
the move is hold. You
What could go wrong?
You could take a special move.
She's
of,
literally
hold and-
gonna like try to take control with the garrote
Okay.
and like hopefully not shoot a bunch of people. It's gonna go badly, guys. I'm glad that you're here for this.
Are you going for the throat or the hand?
You know
Well,
what? Screw it. She's gonna like in front of everybody with the beads and go straight for this guy's throat.
All right, so you're gonna try and get behind him and maybe use
No,
him
if
as
he's
cover.
on the ground, she's gonna right on top of him.
Oh, you're
Oh my
just
god,
okay.
right in his fucking eyes. Holy shit.
All right.
fucking
She just
okay.
like
Ruthless.
And I'm sure like she could get shot by this other guy, but she is like because here's the other thing. If she jumps on him and he's prone, it's gonna be harder for him to figure out where to shoot.
Okay. Yeah. No. Go ahead. Give me your roll. Let's
I don't
do
know
this.
what I'm supposed to roll. I'm sorry.
D100.
Okay,
Always a
guys.
D100.
I know, but sometimes it's a D10 and then I mess up that too.
You're doing
It's
great.
just the initiative.
You already
Fine.
knocked one of them out, shot somebody in the 15. Woo!
Yeah.
Probably kill somebody else.
15.
How you fucking slaughtered another bitch. Just holy shit.
15. So this is basically a called shot. So even with the penalty of it being a called shot, you're on him. Like you are straddling him by the chest. Your knees are on his arms, and he's struggling under you, and you've got that thing just wrapped around him, and you are just pulling, teeth grit, just eyes wild. You just
Sounds
went
like it.
you just went feral on him.
Yeah, I did.
If Akira could see this, she'd be like, I thought she was a nun.
She's having none of that.
I hate that. Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty bad. So you're strangling Carl. So that brings us around to Carl.
Oh no,
Carl's-
Carl already.
Oh, that's right. Carl did go. You're
Yeah,
right.
she
Thank you
went
very
before.
much.
It's Renard.
No, it's
Or-
Dieter before me.
No.
No, it's
No, it's me.
Oh, no, it's Proxy. Sorry.
proxy.
What?
I'm thinking about the bad people's turn. I'm not thinking about the
Listen,
good
we'll
people's
just
turn.
ask Prim. What is the order? I know Prim knows.
Primnose.
We'll
Yeah.
just ask Prim knows.
Yeah. No, it's definitely proxy.
It's me.
It's your,
Um.
it's your chance.
So she can't really do anything. Oh, you might want to move your token there.
Oh yeah, here.
Just,
There you
just
go.
so that. Yeah, I could.
We'll put him like that, so you're on top of him.
Okay.
We
I
know
didn't
you're
mean
on
to make
top.
it worse.
No, we know you're on top of him. It's okay.
Yeah, everyone's
All
watching.
right. Well, let's see what she can do from here. 'Cause
That
she
must
can't-
look weird in night goggles. Let's be honest.
Well, she's kind of like lifted up her goggles at this time because like she can see now, like she can see like this. So
Do you want me to turn the green off?
no, it's fine. She usually flips between them anyway. So
Okay.
I'm sure the
not
green's
a
cool.
deal. She. Oh my God, she could get right there and like stab somebody.
Do it.
She shouldn't, but like
You have a knife.
You could.
I do have a knife. I have a
You
knife
have a
now.
kitchen knife. You have a Ginsu kitchen knife.
I have a Ginsu kitchen knife.
Big old butcher
Fate.
knife.
Fate with a knife there.
What does she want to
Can
kill?
you imagine
somebody?
she's choking somebody, she throws a knife, it hits Furidan, they all die. That would be horrible.
Thank you for playing. Happy Thanksgiving. Good night.
Just gonna be here because that's the same.
Do it. Run up and stab him.
Do it.
What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna step here because her shooting is far better, or even her throwing is far better than her actual.
Yo,
melee.
she throws. Yeah.
Throw that
Does
knife
she
at
have
him.
knife throw down? Because that's a different thing.
You know what? No, she doesn't. But she has her pistols, so she has her revolver, so she's gonna like
Okay.
hit
Revolvers.
from behind the door and
enough.
like fucking.
You got a clean shot.
I sure the fuck do.
So yeah, you hurdle the counter, knock a few things over, smash, doom, 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 bam! Rolled a hit, 66.
Woo!
Okay, so
Hey, that's good
well,
luck. Yeah, I passed that. So.
did you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you also get a bonus, slight bonus there. So roll
That's a crit,
damage.
Isn't that a crit?
Oh, it is a crit.
Yeah, it is a crit.
It
Oh
is a
my
crit.
goodness. That guy dead.
666.
He's so
That guy doesn't
dead.
have a hand in it.
That is a crit in the right
That is-
hand.
Oh,
Oh.
listen.
Oh, yes.
You just blew the gun
Let her
out of his
sever a
hand.
vein. Come on now.
So yeah, Scheiße!
Oh, yes.
She once again goes, "What's your language, huh?" Fucking nails him in the goddamn hand. And
Yeah, so
she's
he's
gonna
gripping his arm. He's lost the gun. His hand is just limp and meat ground round.
She's gonna like.
At this
step
point,
back.
thank goodness he gets stuck with two girls, huh?
She's gonna step back behind the door.
Okay.
After that, and then it's her turn.
Solid. All right, so Lena's down. Dieter.
I'm so happy.
That was good. That was really good.
God, you're not leaving Dieter a lot of choice here.
Nope.
He's gonna make a kick at the back of your head, Viridian.
Of course he is.
Sounds like a Deether thing to do.
Oh, it's fucking Renard. Jesus.
Wait a minute. Did he make it, or do I do it off my roll or their roll?
No, he made it. It's off his roll.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So he hits you for 2 bruise damage in the head,
Ow.
but it's not enough to deter you. Like, you're feral Viridian at the moment.
Yeah. Blood dripping off her temple. Don't touch me.
You're next.
Yeah. So she is like struggling with this guy, choking him, and this guy like kicks her, and it's almost like she doesn't make a noise. She just goes and holds on to the guy's neck, and she just like turns around and she's just like, just like
Akira's like, this woman's feral. I thought
Yeah.
she was a nun.
So he's gonna take his movement too,
Mm-mm.
and he's running for the stairs.
Without a hand.
Yeah, he's
You're
got his
great
arm
at
like,
chasing runners. Let's do this.
So yes, that does bring us around to the smoker.
I mean,
With
Renard
with all
sees him
kind of his cigarettes.
running by, and he's not gonna let that happen. So he's gonna run after him
All right.
and try to shoot him in the back,
Oh.
or you know what?
That's
just-
not very
or the
gentle.
leg, or
In the leg? Are you doing a called shot?
It's like,
I'm gonna do a call
Give-
shot to the leg. Yes.
give him
Okay.
a surprise chiropractor appointment by putting your knee in his back.
Aw, man, Just go feral.
All right.
Oh,
53.
53.
How much it cost? Well, no, I should be good.
Is it?
Yes, that does hit.
'Cause I
Take
think-
out his
Sorry?
femur.
Let me see here.
Ooh.
It's a half skill check for called shot.
It's a half skill shot. Then I do miss. Yes.
Okay.
Oh no!
I thought it was like a minus 10 or something.
No, no.
Well,
for-
wait, one
Akira's
second.
got-
So let me do some quick math. I've got
We have
55.
one unconscious person. We can kill the rest. It's fine. We
No, I
have
just- I
one
still
to
miss.
ask
Did
questions.
you? Okay.
And the other ones can be dead. It's fine.
All right, but you are still right on him.
yes.
Did you add because you're right on him too? The bonus
yes,
for
with the
close
point
range?
blank gives me to like 85, and then divide by 2, that's a 42 or 43. Which is not a 50.
So close.
Oh, I'm
That's close.
sorry.
So close.
Sadness.
So yeah, you just like it gets his legs just miss, hits the stairs, and he's not even looking back. He's like, I'm getting out of here.
Ah.
All right, so there's the smoker, Carl. Poor
Is
Carl.
choking.
He is choking. He's gonna try to buck you off of him with a pelvic thrust.
Oh.
Ew.
Wait.
Ew, Carl, I don't even know you like that.
Uh-oh. I rolled
Oh, no.
10.
Oh, that's awkward. Okay.
So, Rosary, he actually like manages to kind of like push up and scoot up a little bit and push down on your legs and reduce the amount of leverage that you have by stretching you out.
Look, the visuals of this is like, okay.
And then
The other one would jumped on top of him.
Then he bucks up with his hips, and because of your smaller size, you go flying up off of him, just
But, like,
enough,
she's still holding on to the
just enough to get you off of him.
Yeah.
You do
I mean,
still
but
you
with
do
a
still have
buck
the
like
garrote.
that,
You-
with
you
a buck like that, it's still.
Yeah, you still have the garrote. You're holding on, but his arms are free now. Like, so you're behind him, kind of still gripping, knee to the back, just pulling, trying to
Okay.
choke the life out of him. But now his gun hand is free because you had him pinned.
Yeah.
So, but he that's his action. So he won't be able to fire this round, and you're behind him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's gonna try to do. Oh, so here's the problem.
It is your turn.
Yeah, here's the problem. She can try to finish off Carl, but she's also really worried about this other guy getting away.
Uh-huh.
I got him, probably.
Yeah. No, I thought you didn't. I thought you missed.
I know I didn't miss, but there's more.
He is still
Okay.
right on him. He is still right on him.
Okay.
He's not gonna
also
get
my
away.
turn too.
Right.
Well-
So he's faced away from her, Carl is? I'm sorry. I lost.
Yeah,
that
he
in-
bucked you off and managed to roll up, and so
Yep.
you're behind him. You still have the garrote. Like, you could even
Yeah.
put your knee in his back and just...
Oh, she's slamming his face into the ground with her knee and pulling on the garrote. Can she do knockdown again into
for
like
it.
his head with her knee?
Go
Heck
for it.
yeah! All right, I'm gonna lose, but it's super cool sounding.
Do it.
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, hurry up!
Ooh, 62.
Okay.
Now, what do I have? No, I make it if he's at a certain level. I keep doing it by mine. I'm doing it backwards.
It's by yours, yeah.
It's by yours.
Oh, it is. Okay, so what do I do it based off?
Your skill,
Okay.
and then we add in the bonuses and everything that you have, which I pretty much guarantee that you'll get him.
Okay.
How much martial artists do you have is the question.
So you got level
3.
3.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine, probably.
And then what else do I add into that?
So,
Well, whatever's...
go ahead.
Sorry. Whatever attribute your martial arts takes, which I'm going to assume is probably movement.
Is it movement? I'm sorry. Yeah, so my movement with my martial arts is 83.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Right. I'm sorry. We have to stop for the maths every time. Thank you for being like what? Okay.
You're welcome.
It's
So
perfectly
yeah,
okay.
I don't know how cool it ends up looking, but she definitely tries to hop back on him with like knee straight into his head and pulling the garrote tighter from the back around his neck.
Yeah, no, you've got him, like, knee to the back. You're pulling back up on him. His face goes down into the ground. You can see it kind of dazes him slightly.
What poor decisions he made.
Oh, and by the way, she's gonna like bend down just slightly, not too close to his head, and just sort of growl at him. I am a spy. Get wrecked.
What newfangled language is this?
But she says I am a spy. Get wrecked in a fancy German way.
Very nice. I wish
Or
I knew
like-
German so I could interpret that and we could put it on a t-shirt. So
I
now,
am a spy. Get red.
now keep in mind that Garrote is doing a D4 every round of
Oh, do I have to roll it again?
Well, it's D4 Constitution damage.
Okay.
You're actually like doing permanent damage to him right now because you're crushing
Oh, so sorry.
him.
Cara.
No, he basically like mildly violated her. I feel like this is justified.
You know what? I feel like I don't want him to talk anymore. That's it.
Just fucking destroy his vocal cords.
I am.
So yeah, you're wrecking him. You can hear him like he's starting to like get to that point where he's kind of getting into those panic jerks, like he's losing the fight. He knows it.
Yeah.
Oh, poor man.
I want to apologize, our viewers. This gets a little graphic and gritty. I know that we have a warning, but just in case, I'll let you know.
He's gonna poop himself in a minute.
That's gonna be my favorite scene.
That's what we're all here for.
I know.
Exactly.
Just
We were
shitting,
just waiting.
Yeah.
This is why we play. All right, so that's it for him and you. We're up to Proxy.
Hi,
Do it,
welcome back to
Proxy.
me.
Do your double rolls, Proxy. You got this.
Hell yeah, she's gonna move up. And she's gonna move out here, realize that you're just like violating this man. So she's gonna like walk this way so she has a clear shot to this dude here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
And fucking gonna eat. Oh
37.
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Solid hit.
Woo!
Solid hit.
Woo! So fuck yeah.
That is very solid.
Oh,
For
that's gotta
6
hurt.
Damage.
That was so good.
Full
That's gotta hurt
damage.
some
Oh
spears.
my gosh.
His
So
other hand.
That's
This
the
dude
left
falls
hand.
Down the stairs.
that's the left hand. You just mangled his left hand.
Oh, no.
So yeah, he hits the barrister.
I've taken both of his fucking hands now. They're mine.
We are fantastic. We're such good spies.
So he
We
hits
are.
the barrister and kind of almost goes toppling over and catches his balance. Blood flies everywhere. He's just bleeding profusely from both hands now. You can hear him just cussing and shouting and looking back at Reynard through clenched teeth with like blood trickling down his chin.
I love that he's looking at Renard. Like,
Yeah,
but
Renard's doing all of
Proxy's
this,
the one who's done
yeah.
the most damage to him.
Yeah, well,
Renard's done nothing this fight. He's
Renard's in
That's-
his face. That's the thing.
That's
Like,
fucking sexist.
so he's actually turning around to square off with you, Renard.
excellent.
Like he's like, I'm not running anymore. Like I'm not gonna die with my back to you.
Square off with what?
Oh man, kick him down the stairs.
So-
Dude, their spiral staircase. He just keeps falling.
Forever. So that brings us around. Lena's still down. Dieter.
Oh, that's so funny.
This is Dieter. It is his turn.
What's
He's
he
gonna
squaring
miss. You
up
got
with,
it, Smoker.
nuts?
You got this. He's gonna miss.
Double if he does.
He's going to headbutt you. He's gonna try to
He doesn't
headbutt
have much options left.
That's
so-
not very
He doesn't have
gentlemanlike.
hand.
Oh,
I took
Oh.
he
those.
missed.
Ah, he misses.
Does he like fall forward because like he like the momentum and just fucking?
No, he's hanging in there, but it was close. He's wobbling. You can tell like the blood loss is getting to him, and he's just
That's
raging
unfortunate.
at this point.
Somebody just kick him down the stairs. I feel like
Poor guy. Poor
No, I didn't.
guy.
I have to go down the stairs after him. No.
So, Smoker, it's your
Okay.
turn.
There's, like,
He's gonna switch his gun over for a knife.
Going for the close
You
kill.
want a cool kitchen knife?
I
You
will
want-
take a kitchen knife. Yes.
This
Um,
Ginsu knife is $39.95.
And he's gonna go for a stab.
Go for it. Let's see what you got. 60.
That is barely enough. Yes.
Okay. All right, but you did catch him in the chest.
Oh,
Chest
Ah.
with my switchblade.
So how much damage did you do? For
Four.
4. So
Oh.
that was for the shot earlier, jerk. So yeah, you stick him just real smooth in and out. He kind of
Oh, like butter.
you can hear him kind of gasping.
don't say that again.
Did you say that as you stabbed him? Because that's fantastic.
You can hear him kind of gasping. You You probably pierced the lung. It's very likely. He once
If
again
he does
starts.
go down the stairs.
he
He's not
starts.
coming back up.
No, he starts spitting blood. He's still gritting his teeth, just red in the face, despite the paling of him, from blood loss. He's angry as hell.
Bernard looks like he's having fun, right?
That's demented as
That's
shit.
sick.
You're
I
That's a
say that
woman
she's
strangling
on
a
top
dude.
of somebody garroting someone, and you're
Your ladies are
smiling about
behind
it.
me, so you don't see his smile.
I mean,
No,
Akira
no.
took some hands, so like we're all kind of fucked up. I think.
We know what your psychological profile is now.
Yes, we're gonna have to change all your cruelty measures.
I mean, he
hey,
has fun with knives. That's the
what's
part
my
of his
cruelty
cruelty that's low there.
Hold
So-
on.
There's a good knife.
My cruelty metric.
I like a good knife, so respect.
I said low is not none. It's self-defense.
That's fair. That's fair. So
And also, I'm not the one saying that I'm hitting them in the hands. That's you.
that's true. It is the dice.
That's the dice.
All right, so we're around to Carl. He is gonna make one
Who's dying?
last effort to try and he's gonna actually try to get up and lift you. Like he's gonna reach back and grab the garrote and just try to pull you over. And no, he's trying
Serious
to
respects if he does that, though. Serious.
he's trying to lift you up and slam you over top of him to get you off of him.
Okay.
He's gonna try. He's desperate. He's dying.
Well,
so-
that makes him more deadly. Let's be honest.
This is the Hail Mary. Oh, he can't pull away from your insane little person's strength.
Six eyes saved lives. They also take them away.
So you see him try to just go for this Hail Mary to lift you up, and you yank back. You're not given. What are you gonna do? Finish this man off, Rosary. It's time for last rites.
I mean, basically. Yeah. I mean, she's very of the philosophy, don't
Jesus
leave.
Loves you. This I know.
No, she's not going to do anything like that. I mean, but the truth is, witnesses can attest to things, and
True.
she's not about that. So, but she also, unbeknownst to her, she's not like smoker. Like, calm down. She doesn't know that obviously because she didn't see him, but
Kara, she's like a little.
she's gonna try to end it quick. Like, it's gone on long enough.
All right.
She's just gonna try to end it as quickly as possible.
All right.
I don't know exactly how to do that because I've never garroted anybody before. So
So you've already got him. Like if you can picture it, like his back is to you. Your knee is in his back between his shoulder blades. You've got a
Yes.
wire wrapped around his neck once and then twisted.
yeah,
A piano wire basically. And so it's already cutting in. He's bleeding profusely. You can hear his windpipe starting to crack and crush. The bones of his neck are starting to pop in really uncomfortable ways. And finally, you just kind of rear back and yank as hard as you can, and you can just hear everything just tear and give way. And he gurgles a couple times, and then twitches a few times and goes limp.
Sorry, I ate a
So-
burnt pistachio.
yeah. So I mean, after this happens, so she's gonna stand up and you could tell she was the sweat. There's still blood on her face from that guy kicked her, and she has a rosary in her hand, and her hands are still cuffed, which is she's just badass. And there's just blood dripping off her. It's on the front of her, it's dripping off the rosary, and she's just standing there, and she's gonna look to Proxy because she's closest and say, "No witnesses."
As you
Akira
look,
goes, I didn't see anyone.
as you look down at unconscious Lena laying on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, she's next. No witnesses. Let's do this.
All right. So he's dead. You kill him. That was a fantastic first kill of the game, I think, right?
Yes.
Glad it wasn't one of us.
What's that? First? I think that was first. Yeah, that was first kill. But that brings us around to Proxy.
Get him.
What do you want to do?
Peter dead?
Dieter is not dead yet. Neither
Okay,
is
come on.
Lena.
Shoot him again. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
she go, fucking Rosary goes, no witnesses, and Akira's like, okay, bam.
So perfect.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll.
So
Roll.
perfect.
Yep, that's a hit. That is a
Yes.
hit in the.
More hand damage.
No,
That's the one
3
that's
is
already.
the torso.
Well, that was a 6. The 6 is the location.
Oh, it's the back one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but that's okay. He has no hand, so roll a d10 for me. We're gonna bounce that.
Oh my god.
It's just a
Ricky.
nub,
Ah! What's
and that's a headshot. That's a headshot.
just like, Rosary, no witnesses. Akira, okay. Right
So
in
yeah,
the
you
face.
you hear his head just you hear jerk and just slam into the wall. He goes over the banister, and you hear this stretched out second for us. Just everything kind of slows, and then, boom! You hear him hit the ground, and just go still. He's dead. And it goes really quiet in the building, except for one sound that seems way louder than it should. And that's the sound of the last officer breathing unconscious on the floor.
Akira just goes, we should keep that one for questions. And then, the no witnesses thing, as I've demonstrated.
Renard would wipe his knife on the gentleman's shirt down here.
Yeah, not on his shirt. That'd be disgusting.
No.
Gross.
I don't think Renard's gotten
Probably
dirty at
blood
all in
splatter.
this fight.
I mean, he
Oh,
got shot in the chest, is what he did. So.
That's-
Yeah,
True,
but to
that's
be
true.
fair, if he was really close to him and that guy's head just exploded, he might have a little blood on him.
Yeah, he's probably a little messy now.
Oh.
You're probably all, with the exception of Proxy, you're all pretty messy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Proxy's as clean as a fucking whistle.
Viridian was messed up.
Yeah, Viridian's like hair's tasseled, covered in blood, bleeding slightly, like little bit of
Here's going,
spittle coming out the
"Look at
corner of her mouth. It's always the quiet ones.
It's always the fucking nuns.
True.
So Akira's like, I thought you were a nun.
In another life.
Another life.
Let's have none of that.
So, what do you want to do about the remaining individual?
Akira just kind of goes, let's just drag her in and tie her up with...
I do not know if we have the time.
I
These
was
are
just gonna say that. Yeah.
police officer essentially, and there will be more coming. They have called this out earlier.
Well, we still don't know what's behind that bloody door, and I'd like to know what's behind... I would like to know what's behind the armoire.
we can certainly take a quick look, but for as far as she is concerned, and Renard would pull out his switchblade again and just cut her throat.
Okay. Well, I'll let you coup de grace her without rolling. She's unconscious.
Jesus.
Thank you.
You notice how I used the French term?
I appreciate it.
So yeah, you very quickly just kind of put an end to her. She kind of wakes up briefly, gasps a few times, and gurgles her last. But yeah, it's very quiet once again. You do get the feeling, based upon what the fact that they told you, especially you, Rosary, that you've been on camera since you got here. That there's probably only a matter of time before reinforcements show up. You do have a brief moment if you want to do another, like, split up and do a quick search and see if you can find anything else. But you may want to start thinking about evacuation plans.
But Rosary, the whole thing was trying to get the door. So obviously she's gonna try to do that again because that was the whole reason she got in a fight.
Yeah. So are you wanting to search, or you just want to go mess with the door more? What do you want to do?
Akira's gonna flip her goggles back on. She's gonna start looking. She's gonna just start looking for the key that matches the magnetic.
Renard would say, try the whispering key. And he's going to look around for something to wipe the blood or switch out floats or something.
Okay.
Try the whispering key. She'll go back into the armoire and...
The whispering key doesn't do anything.
Yeah, she's like, it doesn't work! Try something else! What's that riddle you read?
You could look and see if any window here points toward the TV tower, or some kind of sentinel.
So are you searching, you said, Renard?
Yes, Renard would be searching for something to help both him and Rosary kind of hide the blood a little bit.
Well, there's loads of like bed sheets and stuff if you want to just wipe off.
Sure, that'll work.
Viridian is fairly unfazed by the blood on her. She's just actually just wiping up the rosary and stuffing it back in her pocket.
Akira is going to roll one more time to search for a fucking key.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
And well, no.
No, that's not bad.
Well.
So
it's better than most of our rolls the other day. Come on, Proxy. It was bad.
It's above average, which we don't want it to be. But...
So, I will say that you're looking around, you're digging around, and as you are, where are you? You're over in this corner again?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, near the armoire.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say, so there's a shelf right here, right? And I'm kind of giving you an area of search. Okay. You're kind of go through and you're knocking things off the shelf and going through the things that are on it. And as you do, you hear, you're frustrated, you're kind of digging and pulling, you hear this click, and you see like a latch pop, and like the whole shelf kind of moves slightly, like it opens. There might be something behind it.
Akira will wiggle her small body.
Okay. Well, it'll open like a door, you can just open it.
Oh, yeah, Akira will open it.
All right. You see a small case on a shelf in a compartment behind there. You recognize a symbol on the latch that does match up with what you're used to using the whispering key for. So you recognize immediately that you could use the whispering key to open the latch on this cache that you just found.
Nice. Yeah, Akira goes, found it! And she'll like pull out the box and sort of like tap the whispering key on the
okay.
mechanism.
It pops open. Now it's a pretty decent sized case, so you pull it down and you pop it open.
Strangling woman.
Inside is like this kind of there's some firearms, there's some gadgetry in here, there's a whole bunch of documents, some medical supplies, a stack of money, and an odd-shaped silver pendant.
Oh, okay. Does the silver pendant match the mechanism that's in the armoire?
Well, there's nothing really to match, but as you pick it up...
it's like a magnetic thing, yeah.
As you pick it up, it does hit the side of the metal box and kind of magnetize to it.
Yeah. Alright, so she is going to take the documents and stuff them in the duffel bag that she has with her.
Okay.
A little like messenger bag that she has.
Alright.
And she's gonna like scurry like a fucking rat into the armoire and smack the fucking silver pendant on the lock.
The pendant works. It demagnetizes the lock, and the latch pops open, revealing a passageway leading down.
Akira pops her head out. She's like, I got a way out!
Good. Okay.
Did you want to see what else was in the cache that you found?
I mean, I just kind of like...
Yeah,
you grabbed the documents, I know, but does anyone else, I should say,
I mean, yes. Renard's definitely going to take that. He's also going to throw in the code book that he found, just in case that becomes helpful later on.
Oh, you're going to just close it and take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Just the whole case.
That's fine. Like, I will say, like, in the distance you hear sirens, so it might be a good time to bail out anyway.
Yeah. No time to... I'm just wondering, with Renard looking around for, like, bed sheets and stuff to clean up, could I attempt a healing roll?
Well, healing's going to take a little more time. Like, you're going to have to sit down and wrap a bandage, that type of thing.
I'd suggest maybe we go to like a no-tell motel kind of joint. There's probably one somewhere. It's fucking Germany. I don't know if there is one, but I hope
it's
offended how many cultures tonight?
Yes.
Who's not over yet?
Could I say that while they're all doing this, Viridian is searching the bodies?
Sure. They each have a standard service revolver. their Stasi identification. Just identifies them. It's got their badge and their papers, their uniforms, some various mundane personal items, but not much else really.
She's gonna take their badges.
Okay. Trophies.
Yeah. No, but that's sick and amazing.
I'm sure Renard should pass for one of them.
She's gonna. Well, they said badges and papers. They didn't say pictures. Is there pictures in there too?
Yeah, that's identification.
I don't know. I wasn't in Berlin in the 80s.
Yeah, there's pictures.
She's gonna take. She's gonna take the badges and she's gonna take the revolvers, but not for the reason you think.
Okay.
It'll be a lot harder to identify bodies if you take some of that. And she's also gonna suggest they burn the place down.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Like-
We have so many matches.
Just like she's gonna take the stuff and
Smoker has like what, 20 cigarettes in his mouth now?
Yeah.
yeah, she's
Cigarettes are healing him from his gunshot.
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, I've taken their badges, I've taken their revolvers, and before we leave, we should figure out if we should light this place on fire.
Okay. Well, I will say you have discovered a passage that leads out the back. This is most likely the way that Cerberus escaped without being seen. Yeah. But it leads down. There's like a very steep set of thin stairs that lead down into the darkness. So if you want to do it, tell me how you're starting the fire, and then tell me what direction. If you're going down that passage, if you want to go back out the front. The sirens are... Go ahead.
Definitely going down the passage.
Okay.
I mean, if we want to start a fire, I could light up some of those books, and hopefully that's enough.
Yeah, she's gonna suggest they light a fire. However, she also is a chemist.
Oh.
You still have my lighter, too.
Yeah. She does. She is a chemist.
I mean,
so...
Akira knows how to do a good electrical fire. Probably.
True. Both are good options. You could
Yeah.
actually combine the two and create like a...
Akira's gonna like quickly look up to see like where the cameras are, like with her goggles on.
Well, the cameras will take a bit of a searching. They're obviously using very small spycraft type cameras.
That's fair. Okay, well then she's gonna fucking tear up. Oh well, no, you know what? Never mind. The electrical fire thing may be a little bit too much effort. Let's just light some books and fucking yeet them at flammable objects and call it a day and fucking go.
Okay.
Is there anything in there chemically that's flammable? Flammable. Sorry, whatever.
Some oil in the kitchen, maybe?
Not really. There's like some lamp oil, kindling around the fireplace, and maybe a bottle of whiskey.
Just like the
I'll
rug
give you a
in front of the
bottle of
fireplace
whiskey.
on fire.
Okay.
There's lots of flammable
Light the
stuff.
armoire on fire.
There's beds over there. There's furniture. There's broken
So-
chairs.
She's grabbed the stuff, and what she's gonna try to do is, start the fire by the other door, so
Oh.
it gives them more time. And if the fire doesn't take well, it still keeps other people out.
Okay.
She's gonna pour the oil on the bodies, and she's going to try to pour whiskey on anything else that's flammable, even if it's just specks of it, to help it catch fire.
All right.
I hope
So-
that's not wine.
It's not.
Not anymore.
But by the time you finish all that prep work, like the sirens are getting really close.
Yeah. So she's just gonna be like, drop your cigarette and let's go.
Throws it in there.
All right. So yeah,
Looks like some badass like.
boom! The flames burst up. You can immediately smell the alcohol and the oil begin to just catch, and it goes pretty quickly. It's an old
Akira's
building with a
like-
lot of old wood and ratty furniture, so it starts going up pretty quick. And you guys trek down.
Yes.
What we're
Akira's like, come on, let's go.
go. Awesome.
She's actually gonna ask Renard, because obviously he's the one who has the bigger energy. if it's like he's moving okay. Like, are you okay to move? Do you need help or something?
Oh, the adrenaline is still carrying me. We'll see in 10 minutes, yes?
Fair enough.
All right, so I have changed the map. Hopefully, you guys can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
What are
Wait, I don't
those out there? They look like weird shelves. What are those?
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just old shelves with old dry goods on them.
Are there any pots in there?
Yeah, you can find us a couple clay pots.
Oh yeah, Akira did make sure to like close the door behind them so that the magnetic block locks.
Okay.
Nobody's getting through that.
Is this out in the street, or we're just in some random place?
No, you went down a small. You can see like the very small, kind of thin stairs, and you're in like an underground corridor.
Oh, great! I just lit everyone on fire.
Fine.
So, assuming she's gonna be like, I'm assuming none of you want these guns.
No.
Like, ta-da!
Akira,
So,
she goes, no, I got my. Oh, I'll take the ammo that's in it though.
Well, it's
Okay,
They're 45 revolvers.
Never mind.
well, what she's gonna try to do is like stick them in one of the pots. Obviously.
Okay, you can stash them. That's no problem.
Yeah, she wants to do that. She's gonna keep the badges though for a while.
Okay. Make sure you write down everything you keep on your sheets.
I forgot to write down badges, but she did get rid of the revolver.
Every
Okay.
case, I've got a crypto book.
Badges. We don't need those.
We don't need no stinking badges.
So, all right. So, the escape tunnel that you're in.
Yes.
It's, as you can tell, it was very well concealed. You guys had enough trouble getting through. The air down here is very cool, despite the fire you left behind you. It's very stale. There's not a lot of air moving down here. You open it up, and you've begun to move forward. Akira,
Hi.
roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh God.
62.
All right, so the first thing you notice as you're coming through, I'm gonna say Viridian. You're hanging back, stashing the guns. And
Yes.
as you're doing that, you kind of look up at the walls and you notice that even though there looks like there's a stone facade there, you can see through where the cracks where the mortar should be that this is not stone and mortar. That these halls are actually lined with steel. The walls are steel reinforced.
Great. We're gonna die.
As you notice this, which is a little curious, you finish stashing the guns, and I'm going to say just for flavor, like you turn around and be like, "Hey guys," just as everyone hears a loud click as Proxy steps on a pressure plate.
Oh.
She's just gonna not fucking move.
Who's the one with the bomb skills? Did anybody say they had this is out of character, by the way. Anybody say they had bomb skills and I missed it?
Hopefully,
No, but I have
Proxy.
I mean, I have computer electronic skills, so.
Yeah.
But that's it.
This is more of a mechanical trap by
Yeah.
the look of it.
But she does have mechanical as as an advantage.
In that case, you could use that for sure.
Mhm.
So yeah, you managed
She's not
to-
getting closer. She's just like, don't move.
you did. So your roll, based on your roll, you managed to hear the click before stepping off of it, so it didn't go off.
Yeah.
You're not sure what it's attached to or what's going to happen if you do let go, but these things are seldom good.
Yeah. So what she's going to do, just like keep pressure on it, and she's just going to like look around to see if she could find anything that would be triggered by, like a pressure plate, like traps, shit like that. See if maybe she can disable it from her spot.
Okay, so give me another roll. Let's see what you can see.
56.
56. So the first thing you notice is that all along the ceiling, maybe 5, 10, 15-foot intervals. It's nothing like constant. But you see smoke canisters that are all along the ceiling, going all the way down as far as you can see and all the way back to the entrance too. So you assume that they're somehow attached, but that still seems like kind of an odd trap.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would be disorienting, and maybe it could be an escape aid, but there's something in the back of your mind that's like, nah, there's got to be more to this.
Yeah.
I mean, Renard would kind of carefully look around and move around and try to figure out.
All right.
First, making sure he doesn't step into anything himself.
All right, go ahead.
Obviously.
Make a roll as well. Let's see what you can see.
Meridian's not moving yet.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you get smoke in your eyes.
And what the pain is starting to, really impact my lungs right now.
Merde.
Sacre
Akira is going to try and see if she can disable the plate
Okay.
that she's standing
While
on.
she's standing on it? That's rough.
This should be interesting. Let's see what you got.
I hope you got it. I hope you get
I
it.
sure do. Let's go. She's gonna take a bobby pin.
There's no way you're gonna roll a double lot.
What's that?
There's no way you're gonna roll a double lot.
Is that what I need?
No, that's a crit fail. Like.
Oh.
Like I did.
Oh.
Usually
okay.
when I say that to my players, they get really nervous because they always seem to roll the thing I tell them they're not going to.
I still think
Okay, it wasn't a double.
No, it wasn't a double.
65. So you're digging around along the edges. You find the seam of the plate, and you can tell that there are multiple lines running out from it. In fact, that there is an electrical equivalent or a component to the trap as well, meaning this is much more complex than it looked like to begin with.
Oh, but that means she knows it even better. Because she has level 2 in electronics.
This is true, but the first thing that you do notice is, as you're doing that, you're kind of following where the lines would go based upon your knowledge.
Right.
And you look up and you see a number of deadfalls hidden up into the ceiling just up above. That looks like if this thing is released, they're going to drop and trap you guys in. So it's going to hit the smoke canisters, those are going to drop and trap you guys in.
Okay. She
So-
just kind of grits her teeth a bit.
What are deadfalls? I'm sorry.
Imagine a big panel of steel that slides down and cuts off both ends of the corridor.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. She will relay this to the rest. She goes, if I step off this plate, we're trapped in here.
I mean, you're kind of trapped in here already.
Fair.
I mean, if you stay on this plate long enough, you will be the only one trapped in here.
Such loyalty.
She's kind of
Well-
caught at.
It's a defense mechanism to make jokes, guys.
This case is pretty heavy. Maybe if we try to substitute the weight of it for your weight, it might stay down, but I don't know how much weight this plate.
Try it. See what I have.
The best thing to do right now, until we investigate a little more, is to keep even weight and pressure on that. The slightest unevenness could set it off. Viridian is not exactly sure what she's looking for. She can tell that the walls are steel, and she's looking up at the ceiling. But I think she's gonna look around on the ground.
Okay.
I want to see if I can try, because she can see where the wires would be, right?
More or less. She's guesstimating.
So what she's going to do, because is the floor like cobblestone, or is it like metal?
Much as Rosary discovered looking at the walls, the floors, everything in here is steel reinforced, which just has a stone facade on it.
Okay. Can she try and pull some of the stone up where she thinks the wires are?
Well, it's just a facade. It's fake stone.
Well,
laid
should
over
try and
steel.
pull up like a panel.
You can try.
Okay.
You can certainly try. Yeah, go ahead.
Would it be more like cutting our way through it?
She's just gonna use the knife.
So basically, you're trying to get more access.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she's trying to do.
All right.
So let's see.
23.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
So you managed to kind of wedge the panel you're standing on, like carefully, like wiggling the knife very close, very gently back and forth, and kind of moving it just a little. And so you see a gap with a number of wires down there, as well as a hydraulic line. One thing you do notice, you're an electrical specialist and a computer nut, is there's electrical, hydraulic, and communication line down there. Meaning that if you set this off, not only will the smoke canisters drop, not only will the deadfalls drop, but it's going to alert someone.
Okay. Okay. I see. Wow. This is gonna be great. Okay. So let me see what I have. She has something for this, I think.
Okay, well, while you're looking, Rose, you wanted to search too?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your roll too.
Rose has a ton of education, so I mean, not in the electronics department, but she has chemistry, astro, math, physics, engineering, anthro, psych, sociology, physiology, religion, history, and poli-sci. She's quite a bit.
She's a nerd.
Because she chose the education.
Hero, what the fuck?
Well, she chose education. I really tried to spend my points wisely. It's crazy. So it's not like, yeah, she's a nerd.
It's all right.
She's not as up on the electronic part of it, but like engineering and the maths and spatial math and everything like that. She's just trying to figure something out. Because at this point, it looks like, okay, Akira can't move.
Yeah.
So she's trying to figure out like even weight distribution, or if you stick something underneath the plate that gives the same amount of pressure. She's just trying to figure out a plan.
All right.
So what Akira is thinking is that she disables the hydraulics because that's like the pressure. And then she disables the wiring. But she doesn't disable the communication. So it still alerts the person who's gonna be, because like they may want to come back here, and then they'll see like a burnt down building.
Okay.
Well, what I'm thinking, after relaying some of that, is that we're assuming Cerberus used this passage to escape. Maybe he's still hiding down here.
Okay, it's possible.
We haven't gone to the end of this. We don't even know if this leads outside.
Yeah.
True.
Akira just kind of like looks to the other two, and she says, "You guys go on ahead. I'm gonna see if I can try and disable this, and if I can't, well, nice knowing you two. I
You way
guess."
safely around her character though.
Yeah, you can move around her. I tell you what, let's get Rosary search in real quick, just to get that out of the way, and then if she doesn't find anything, we'll go with that. Just because she said she already searched, and there's a chance maybe you'll find something. Who knows?
Yeah.
One of those
Okay.
things, like
A big lever to disable everything.
58.
Wouldn't that be great?
That's not bad. Here's what I'll do.
Apparently, I can only roll when she's killing people.
So
I mean, that's kind of what you want.
now you're not sure if it will help, but we're gonna fall back on your chemical knowledge. Remember, I said a lot of household pantry goods on these shelves, right?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of put that big brain to work, and you find some potassium chlorate, a thing of sugar, and a little bit of like household cleaner, like old style with the sulfuric acid. And you realize that mixing these together will burn through the wires, if that is an option. You don't know if it'll help, but it's something you could suggest and say, hey, you mix these and put them in the crack and they'll probably burn through everything in there, wire-wise.
Proxy, I'm no truly a child. But I know using these chemicals will burn through the wires. However, some of this is outside of my expertise. Should we burn through those wires, or could it trigger something worse?
Well, would it? Because I'm still not sure exactly what the wires do.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a roll. Let's see.
All right. Thank God she has an insane amount of fucking points for this. She basically has to roll like a 90 in order to get this wrong. I hope she doesn't fucking do that.
There's no way you'd roll a 90 or higher.
No.
Oh, yes! Yes, bitch! Woo!
So
We did it!
So here's the thing. The trap that you're standing on is dependent on the plate lifting and pulling on the wires. So if you burn through them, it releases the tension instead, disarming the trap. So yes, that could work.
Yeah, so Akira is going to nod, and she goes, "That'll actually work, yeah."
Teamwork.
What does she have? What does she have to mix it in? Because this is not stuff you want to touch your hands with.
Look, there's pots over there.
There's potassium, there's a gun for, mixing.
You can find everything you need. Glass jars.
Okay.
No problem.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So she's gonna put it in a smaller glass jar so she can kind of try to
like jam up like a piece of the plate.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
yeah, she's trying to like not. It's acid.
Yeah.
If you burn her foot, it's fine.
She's got 2.
Does she have
new toe?
protect?
So I won't even make you guys roll for that because it's a lot of thought. You guys use teamwork and your skills together, and you come up with a good plan. So yeah, you dole it out, and you're kind of pulling up the plate, and Renard's giving moral support, and
he's looking around. He's making sure there's no other traps ahead.
I know, I'm just messing.
He's holding his gunshot wound.
Ow! But no, yeah, you managed to burn through, and you hear the cabling snap. The hydraulic kind of starts to spew out a little liquid. The communications thing stops, and you manage to kind of lift your foot timidly off, and you're like, ah!
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
All right. Now, nobody step on any more of those fucking plates. She says as she did. She says as she's the one who fucking did it.
I didn't do it. Just saying.
What else are on these shelves, by the way?
Just household goods, like I said, basic pantry goods.
Is there anything akin to like gauze to like? Is there an apron that she can tie around it to like, for his gunshot to stop the bleeding?
No, nothing that would be clean enough to do that with.
Oh, I didn't say it needed to be clean.
Anything that Akira?
I'm saying it needs to be clean.
Well, I will say that Akira, the cache that she found, actually.
Oh,
had,
it did.
It had
it
medical
did have
supplies in it.
Yes.
So it has. You guys have medical
Akira
supplies.
Like pulls that stuff out of her duffel bag. She goes, "Oh yeah, here." Now that I'm not about to die.
And you guys did take the whole case, so you have all the stuff in it. So the medical kit that's inside is like, it's actually a well-stocked med kit. You can sew up your wounds, bandage, gauze, whole 9 yards, no problem.
Do we need to roll for that?
Depends. I'll let you just kind of like heal a point and patch the wounds basically at this point.
Okay.
But you're probably not going to want to linger here too long with a fire above and the Stasi searching for you.
She's gonna take a piece of gauze and like wipe off. She looks way more worse than she is. She's got everybody's blood on her.
It's other people's blood. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's fine.
All right. Now we just walk carefully.
Very, very carefully.
All right. So you guys begin to move again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Judging each step before actually making it.
Okay. Moving carefully through the corridors, your footsteps echoing in the
wires and everything.
Quiet.
Meridian's actually humming very softly to herself.
Okay. One thing you'll notice, like I said, the air is very cool despite the fire burning up above. There's a lot of dust in here that doesn't look like it's been used a lot. The initial construction looks like it was built out of something that was much older.
Oh, dude, if it's a church, she's in.
You don't dress like you're going to church, lady.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if she came out like a nun, that would be bad.
Imagine? That'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah. She's not a believer, but respectful of the believers.
At least Renar's in his Sunday's best.
Sister,
Please.
no
Akira
mercy.
just like this. She got off work and like this is what she wearing.
Yeah,
So.
still wearing her uniform from work.
Pretty much.
Where is
Well,
Renard?
He's
I'm
up
around the
ahead.
in
corner.
front of me.
He's up ahead.
In front of me.
Oh, I couldn't see him on the map. I didn't move quick enough. Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't leave me!
I'm scared of the dark.
So once again, like you're steady moving, cool air. Every now and then, like you up above, you'll hear sirens blow past.
What is this in front of Viridian, may I ask?
It is a cask of something very old, maybe wine.
Weird.
I wish it was
Oh.
vodka.
Oh, that'd be some fermented ass vodka.
I could use some red wine.
Yeah. It's wine? Let's go back.
Let's stick around, yeah?
Yep.
I do not drink at work.
I don't know why we're moving so slow like this. Like, we're inching.
Everyone's terrified.
Yeah.
Nobody's stepping
I'm
on
role
anymore.
playing how fast she's actually moving.
Wait
So-
a minute. This converges, right? There's doorways?
Yep. So I will say right about here, let's get some D100 rolls.
Oh, blow me.
No.
Dang.
What the fuck? Man, it's always when I have to do this shit.
Oh my.
You and me, Viridian, we suck.
I actually passed the surveillance checks.
Yes. So Renard, the other two are very distracted.
Sure.
Viridian's humming
Renard's-
to herself. Proxy's doing proxy
Proxy.
things.
Yup.
Renard, you, as you're moving forward, right on the door jamb, let's say, like the archway of
Right.
this entrance here, you see what appears to be something written on the wall. Looks like in pencil, like real hastily scrawled on there. Your light just kind of catches the glint of the graphite as you move.
He's gonna make sure there's nothing on the floor that could be a trap or in the air.
Okay.
And he's gonna go read what that is. Or
At
that's
least
that.
we learn from our mistakes.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
He's looking for cameras too, by the way.
So, you do. It is a message scrawled, in English,
Oh, okay.
and it says,
That's weird.
Pandora's key awaits you at the end of the immortal game. The broker
Game?
The broker knows the way. En passant.
Sound?
En passant. Here, I'll post it in.
Passant's a place, isn't it?
I hope so.
Here, I'm gonna put this in the roll. People at home
That's
can
not
see it too.
And en passant.
passant.
Okay.
Well, you better know that phrase.
En passant. That could be chess.
Yeah.
It also might be a place.
Yeah.
So,
No, but he would know. Broker would know, right? Smoker, not broker. Sorry.
so let
This
me
is French.
let me ask you. First off, two things. Do either any of your characters have any knowledge of chess?
Hmm.
I don't mean like basic how to play, but actual like knowledge of chess.
I would say Akira does, based off of her intelligence score.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, she does programming for a living, right? She's probably programmed a couple of chess games.
In the
Completely
80s, that
fucking
would make
random,
sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense. And I love that Z picked up on the chess reference there. So,
Yeah. I personally don't play chess.
well, the immortal game is a reference to a chess maneuver.
Oh, okay.
A very old from 1851. Is a game played by Adolf Andersson and Leonel Kiretsky and it was played in the 1851 chess tournament in London.
How historically, what kind of, is that a niche historical reference?
It's a little niche, but if you're a history buff, I would allow you to know. Yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
she has history and poli-sci in her education.
Yeah, the thing about the Portal game, it was a casual game. It was not played as part of the tournament, which made it interesting. But it's one of the most famous like chess games of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say Renardo was en passant something in chess, but he doesn't know all this other stuff.
Okay.
I'll let somebody else take the credit for that one.
Yeah, but yeah, so you got the chess reference from En Passant, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like she's 100% geek all the time, but she's gonna like a mortal game is gonna strike a chord with her historic side
Now,
of her.
do any of you have any skills as far as contacts or criminal organizations or anything like that?
I don't.
Wouldn't have any in Germany.
Okay.
It's
But
the
we have
closest.
people. We get back to the HQ.
True. And I will say, looking south into the room, you do actually see stairs leading up.
Yeah.
You mean north?
South.
So
No, south.
this way here, I see stairs.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, because there's a spot.
No, because there's that right there, and then
Mm-hmm.
this right there.
No, you're welcome to explore more. The room that you're looking into seems to be just a storage room full of old kegs and casks and old grain bags.
Now, when you say seams, it makes me really nervous. This is how I ended up chasing an old couple.
I say seems because nobody's cracked them open to see.
Okay.
They could be filled with nitroglycerin or the Black Plague. Who knows?
Let's not
Awesome.
find out. Let's
Yeah.
the curiosity killed the cat. Let's not find out. Let's just get the hell out of here for now. Put a pin
Should
on
we
this location though.
Okay.
should we really trust the writing on the wall? Could be just be leading us in a wild goose chase. Why would Cerberus be giving us clues to his location?
Let's put a pin on it for now. We don't know who or what to trust at the moment.
I think it's okay to assume that we might be led somewhere, especially if it's hastily written in pencil, but do we even know if Cerberus is the bad guy at this point? What if he wants us to find him?
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Or burn it.
I like
we won't know
fire.
until. Oh, couldn't tell. We won't know until we find him, I suppose. But
Yeah.
it strikes me as strange that he would be telling us where to go, unless this is not his handwriting.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they're just gonna go up the stairs.
Okay.
Well, it did take the whispering key just to get open that safe, or the case that we have.
But if he worked for Crimson, wouldn't you assume he had a whispering key too?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
would, yes.
So why would he leave a whispering key clue if he didn't want somebody from Crimson to get it?
It could be someone else leaving these clues for him. Maybe he's the one chasing a trail. Maybe he has Pandora's, but he does not have the key.
Okay.
I love the circular logic going on. It's
She's
amazing.
just like, okay. She's like, whatever. She's not gonna get into it. Her mind's going crazy already.
Bernard is good at asking questions. Answering them is different.
Can't trust anybody.
She's like,
Well,
well,
there-
His
I mean-
loyalty is.
There's basically two lines. Either Cerberus is leading them to him, or somebody else is leading them away.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... They're all
we have
very
no way of knowing
that.
right now.
So I'll say this: if you guys are taking the stairs,
Yeah.
Okay, the stairs lead up into an alleyway, in kind of a lesser inhabited section of East Berlin. It's still not.
Okay.
It's not far from where you were. Obviously, you haven't gone too far, but it's a few blocks away that you managed to avoid the police and everything and the fire department showing up.
And it's still very dark, right?
It is still nighttime, yes.
Okay,
So-
good, because then everybody would see her doused in blood.
Yeah. So at this point,
I think Smoker would just take a peek in the other rooms, just getting
Okay.
his head through the doorway just to see what's going on.
Well, you see the
Anything
sewer.
down
You see the sewer
here?
pipes in one and a dead end in the other.
Okay. Just in case it was a game of chess or something playing about.
So, at this point, I believe the suggestion was to find a no-tell motel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will allow you guys to find one not too terribly far away. You're in a seedier part of town. You're in the industrial warehouse district, so that won't be a problem. You'll find a flap house, pretty cheap. You guys got enough money to pay for it, no problem. You gonna get one room or three separate?
We
One.
just do one, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
That'll get some raised eyebrows and cheeky smiles, but
Renard put a hand over their shoulders.
Yeah.
They're also but it's a no-tell motel, so the woman at the counter slides the key over and tells you it's 3rd floor, 2nd room on the left.
How many floors are there?
4.
Okay.
There we go.
Wahoo.
So you guys go up to the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nondescript room. It's got one ratty bed, smells musty, stains on the floor that you don't want to think too hard about. It's got a communal bathroom at the end of the hall that all the rooms on this floor share, and one window that looks out into the street, but it's so stained with like nicotine that it's hard to see through. It's kind of got this yellow ochre sheen.
Beautiful. We love that.
But yeah, so at this point, if you guys want to go through the cash, tend to your wounds, you look at the paperwork you stole.
How about like get the blood off?
Yeah, you can clean up.
Use a bug detector to see if there's anything around.
Okay. You won't detect any bugs here, aside from the cockroaches and whatnot.
Cool.
Wrong bugs.
Just some cockroaches. But if you do want to go through the cache, I'll tell you what's in it. If you want to go through the documents, we can go over what you find there as well.
Yeah, Akira's gonna go through the documents.
Documents?
To see what's there, yeah.
Alright, so there are 4 large bundles of documents. Okay. The first one that you open up is actually Cerberus's dossier.
Okay.
It's a
I
comprehensive.
seen that sexy guy. You guys saw that picture earlier? He's so hot.
Nerdgasm, sexy.
God.
It's a comprehensive dossier. It details the background, the skills, previous missions of Cerberus. It gets into a little bit more of like Cerberus's strengths and motivations, and some of the events that even may have led to their defection.
Okay.
The second one is the actual Project Pandora blueprints. These are detailed blueprints and schematics for Project Pandora, and this covert plan that you guys have been asked with preventing from being leaked. The documents unveil the extent of what Project Pandora is, which is what appears to be a mind-controlling virus that allows the infected members to become open to triggered suggestion, which you can imagine would be very dangerous if it were to infect world leaders, that type of thing. The third one,
basically committing all this to memory.
yeah, memorize it. The third one is something called Operation Midnight Sun,
Okay.
and it's a classified record of a previous mission, and it references an attempt to capture Cerberus, leading to a violent confrontation with an unknown agency.
Okay.
And then last but not least is what appears to be a recorded communication log.
Akira is gonna set up her portable terminal.
Okay.
So that she can kind of sort of save the recording. Kind of hook it up and listen to it.
You want to listen to it?
Yeah.
can certainly do that. So you listen to it, and I won't pan it out entirely, although I think I do have this somewhere. Let me see if I can find it as we're doing this. In fact, I know I had this. Where did it go? Ah, here we go. Would you like me to just read it out real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I gotta put it. No, not there. Okay.
Yeah, I was.
So, the transcript is a recording between two people. One has a voice changer on that seems to be disguising the voice, which you assume is Cerberus.
Yeah.
The other, I'm going to ask you guys to roll a D100 to see if you recognize.
Well, Akira's like she has cochlear implants in, so.
Oh, she's the only one that can hear it?
No, I mean like she's the only one who can't. She's deaf.
Oh, so yeah, we're gonna skip you doing that part.
She can't really recognize.
Yeah, that's fair.
That so.
That's fair.
Can they at least identify?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Can they at least identify if the other voice sounds as if it's male or female?
It's definitely female.
Accent?
Definitely female. American, most likely.
Or Canadian. Don't count them out.
True. Very true.
They have a much different accent.
So
yeah, they do. As the Canadian.
Not all of Americans and Canadians sound that different. If you heard it for a long time, maybe, but...
I know what you're saying, eh?
Oh my goodness. About...
Judge knows what we are talking about.
So, it starts with Cerberus. In the crackling kind of voice changer. It says, "The city's shadows grow long, Liv. Have you come to embrace the night's goodwill?"
Wait a minute, did he just call her Liv?
Yes.
Oh.
The woman answers, "I'm here to determine if you still have the agility for this intricate dance, Cerberus. Some suggest you've lost your touch." Cerberus answers, "All part of the grand charade, my dear. We each wear masks." She answers, "What is driving you to this audacious act? To turn your back on your own?" Cerberus answers, "It transcends the personal, Liv. The world is in need of a disruption, an awakening from the slumber of the status quo. Complacency is the enemy." She answers, "Your manifesto is quite radical, Cerberus." Cerberus answers, "Every manifesto is radical, Liv. It's what separates it from the international bestseller list. The manifesto is just a smokescreen anyway. Do you think I'm so lost in my own ego that I would publish my plans in advance?" She answers, "My opinion of you is high enough that we are having this conversation. Please don't make me have second thoughts. I have a feeling that wouldn't be healthy for either of us." Cerberus answers, "Fine, we'll stick to business at hand then. The data is secure. What are the next steps in our performance?" She answers, "Our route leads to Berlin. The ballet of deception commences." Cerberus answers, "Tell me, what have you learned about the agency's vulnerabilities?" She answers, "I've uncovered chinks in the armor, classified protocols that could be exploited, and a handful of agents that might be persuaded. The fox has entered the henhouse. Do you possess the tools you need to implement the next phase of the operation?" Cerberus answers, "The locksmith's crafts are at our disposal. We proceed as scheduled." "Liv, can I truly trust you? Are you harboring intentions that might betray our delicate dance?" She answers, "My motivations are multifaceted, but our performance must be convincing, even to ourselves. I have my own reasons for being here, and for the time being, we need one another to ensure both our motivations are met. We agreed that we wouldn't dig into these motivations, Cerberus, that we wouldn't turn on each other. Has this changed? Do I need to be concerned?" Cerberus answers, We're about to stain much more than our hands red, Liv. Some stains... This stain is never going to wash off. I wouldn't blame you for having doubts. I'm asking a lot of you. She answers, the world will undergo a transformation after this endeavor, Cerberus. However, not all will waltz to the same rhythm. The main thing is that we're conducting the orchestra and not on the dance floor when the other shoe drops. You do your part, I'll do mine. I don't expect we'll see one another after this is all said and done. Hell, I barely expect that we'll survive. Cerberus answers, the unknown is the canvas of our masterpiece, Liv. Let's paint a portrait of chaos. She answers, I'll contact you in Berlin and let you know the score. This new team should be pretty green. Nothing to worry about. The transmission ends.
So we all know who Liv is, though, right? He calls her Liv, so I know who she is.
Do you mean Colonel Evelyn Sterling?
No, Liv was the other girl working on the computer.
No, that was Taylor.
Yeah, that was Taylor.
Colonel was Evelyn. Evelyn shorted could be Liv, I guess, right? Is that a thing?
I thought Liv was somebody else's name. I know I've heard it.
So, I'm going to say, since one of you has
Liv was Taylor's first name.
You were right. Liv was the communications specialist.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Do you know how I remembered her? It was when you said Taylor, Liv Taylor, because of Liv Tyler. Because the first time I heard that, I was like, Liv Taylor, Liv Tyler.
Oh. Yeah, Olivia.
Whoops.
It's
Uh-oh.
Olivia Taylor, Liv Taylor.
Yeah. See, like with Akira's implant, she can't like accurately.
No, that's fair. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I
No,
did
but the thing is, he called her Liv. I know that you wouldn't be able to hear.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
in my
Akira.
notes, so well done with memory.
Yeah. Akira also does have photographic memory.
Photogenic.
So
I like that better.
Hey, yeah, she's
That
beautiful.
memory looks
the inside. Her memory looks good. No, she has photographic memory, so she would have at least been able to remember who
Liv
they all
is.
introduced each other. Yeah,
So you're making the assumption that it's Liv, but
maybe.
it's a solid assumption based on the conversation you've heard. So I'm just saying because I enjoy seeding doubt.
Let me write more questions then. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, I wouldn't 100% say it's Liv. It's more of a safe assumption. And the reason I say that is because he called her Liv, and we're assuming from the conversations we had that they knew each other, and he's helping him, and they obviously are talking about Crimson as an agent. Like, so many things point towards it being Liv, so it definitely is. You never want 100% anything, but it's...
Akira does actually like look back to them because she can't just her like the voices
Yeah.
are not accurate for her. She goes, "That's not the same Liv, is it?"
It very well might be.
So
I think it could be.
I'm going to share the transcript with you guys through Discord if you want it.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Because
Bitch
while
called
my
us green.
character has photographic memory, I do not.
And,
I have very shit memory.
while I write very quickly, I did miss something.
There you go. Well, there's the transcript right there. I pinned it.
appreciate
Ooh,
that.
the whole document.
I didn't miss the part where she called us green, stupid hoe.
Bitch.
Who's green
I-
now?
I
Oh,
didn't miss that.
Green?
So
Renard has a green jacket, so.
We're not green. We only missed several cameras and nearly set off a trap.
So on the plus side, there was a Markov PM 9mm,
Okay.
a Walther PTK 9mm, an Uzi 9mm, and a Colt M1911 45. Those are the weapons that were in the cache.
oh, Colt 45. Willie Williams.
Okay, those are the weapons.
There's also a miniature lapel camera with eight pictures, microfilm. Okay. A lockpick set.
You're saying that too.
A miniature
You're taking
radio transmitter in a fountain pen.
Actually, she's gonna take the radio transmitter.
Are you just
I think
taking everything?
Yeah, like, calm down.
No, she's gonna take the radio transmitter because she could probably use that, and she'll just leave everything else for her.
Okay.
Remember?
There's also a microfilm reader and a silencer.
I've already got a silencer, so
Me
I
too.
would take the camera. So when you say camera, is this just so they can take picture, or is it like an actual?
Or is there 8 pictures on it?
Yeah, it takes up to 8 pictures. It's a lapel pin. It looks like a little
Oh.
lapel pin.
I'm gonna take that.
That's
Sure.
cute.
Okay. Make sure you write this down if you take something.
Yep.
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 The only other things aside from the pendant that unlocked the lock is a 5,000 Deutschmarks.
Oh, great. That's what she'll take.
I'll take the microfilm reader as well.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that was everything that was in the cache. So you guys kind of got a little bit of a score there.
Woohoo.
I don't know how much more guns I might take, but I'll consider it.
He's just got. He can just open up his coat and be like, "What do you want?" You know, like.
I mean, if you want knives, he's got like 7 of them.
So yeah, you guys go ahead. How long are you thinking of staying?
Well, I
in,
mean,
in the no-tell motel.
probably. Do we have to figure this out tonight? Otherwise, shit's gonna go down, or.
It's up to you. You're the spies.
I mean, I think they should take a quick rest at the very least. They were in a
Yeah.
pretty big gunfight, and like, I mean,
If a quick rest heals us up a little bit, I'll.
yeah. Well, Viridian, she's gonna offer to be like, I'll take first watch, but some of us should get some sleep.
So does anybody have any like medical skills at all?
I don't know. Viridian has first aid level 2.
Okay.
Okay, well, Akira's gonna take first watch then, because she's literally the only one who didn't get like injured. So, she's gonna take first watch.
Okay.
It's just like looking out the stained window anyway. It's not
Does Smoker have first aid, or does he need assistance?
He does not.
Need assistance?
He needs assistance. He does not have first aid.
Okay.
I'll give it a good half try if I need to, but
Yeah.
So we'll say that you guys. Let's see. Because normally with first aid you have to use it within the first 10 minutes of the wound.
oh,
So to be effective. But
We stuck.
No, you're fine. We're
we could have done that
Ball.
downstairs after running away.
We'll say you knew that
Yeah.
in advance. It's fine.
Yeah, well, she was on the plate. Okay, well, let's fix it.
Yeah.
So give me basically a roll for each person. We'll see how much you heal.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't need to heal.
I'm sorry. And I want it low, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty good.
All right. So
I don't
Are
really
you doing
need
that
to
one for
heal,
you,
though.
for Smoker?
That's Smoker. She doesn't really need to heal. Like,
You
she
got
took a
kicked in the head.
bruise.
yeah,
Yeah, but she took bruise
It
damage.
should be fine.
Okay.
She can,
Yeah,
like,
she's
gauze it
not
up.
bad.
So
Dude
yeah.
took a fucking shot to the chest and almost died. So.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. My canon's gonna it hits like a cigarette case they had in his pocket.
So how many? You had what? 4? Was it 4 damage to the chest?
I had 4. I managed to heal 1 according to you, Dan.
Yeah. So just roll a d10 for me, Muse.
No. Okay.
Don't worry. This
Damn it,
one's nothing
yeah.
bad. It's just to see how much you heal.
1d10, you said?
Yeah. Basically, roll it. There, you're good. You managed to patch him up.
Neat.
Yes.
So
I
yeah,
wish
you're
I'd
good.
written this with pencils.
Yeah, so she's paying attention to his ring. She's not being, like, a creep or anything. She's just helping out people who are on the team, by the way.
To be fair, like every time you clear that up, it sounds so
You
bad.
don't need clearing up.
You don't need.
No,
to clear
I'm
up.
not saying it. I'm waiting for, like, you to be like, oh, it's her wedding ring. And Church is like, oh, yeah, look at her touch him.
Somebody said that.
I wish
I know,
my
it's-
accent was that good.
Well,
But
now we're
last
getting
time it got out of control. That's why I said it. She didn't say anything. She was friendly and gingerly, but not sexually aggressive.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
so sexually gentle.
She's already gotten her. She's gotten her fill of straddling strange men in weird corridors.
She also-
See?
she also
See?
got
How long
good
did it take Church to do that?
That's church. That's not me. Smoker will be a perfect gentleman. He doesn't
Yeah.
even bring it up. He does have his shirt off, but he doesn't bring it up.
There's just like a small bit of fan service. It's
Is,
fine.
is this one of those Daniel Craig moments?
Yes. Whenever you have an action movie, he needs to have his shirt off. So.
At least once, yes. At
I
least
mean,
once.
it's fair to have his shirt off to get patched up. Yeah.
It's fair.
Fair. See?
But
Had to.
then she spits on him and smacks him across the face. And...
Well, it's Germany.
When
Don't
in
get
Germany-
shot again, idiot.
Yeah. So if Proxy ended up taking first shift, Viridian will take second.
Okay. So I'm going to make this easier on you. Nobody's going to mess with you. The no-tell motel works. Nobody came looking. Nobody gave you away. Nobody felt a reason to. The person at the desk thought you guys were just a freaky trio looking for a good time and didn't
With
really.
a French guy too.
I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing new for them.
Love-looking fucker.
It's nothing new. If anything, he might get a high five on the way out the door, and that's about the extent of it. But beyond that, do you guys want to do any research from here? Any investigative work before you head back out? Because
Yeah. Akira's gonna probably spend a good bit of her time doing research. 'Cause she doesn't really. She's like a caffeine addict, so she doesn't really.
so I'm about to date myself here. So you're gonna set up your this big suitcase looking miniature computer on the desk.
Yep.
And you're gonna get out your 1200 baud modem that crackles and whistles and squeals as you put the phone handle into it. And you manage to get a line out, and you start just kind of picking into the local bulletin board systems, the BBSs, and just digging data. So tell me what you're looking for.
Trying to think of what she could for the documents is specific. I'm trying to think.
Let
of
me
what
know if you want
she
suggestions.
Yes, I would love suggestions because I'm not quite sure what.
Eh,
I know she's searching, but not.
Information about the immortal game, what the broker means in chess. That one I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if it means anything.
yeah. She's gonna start searching for shit like that.
Okay, so the en passant, the immortal game, the broker, basically like those keywords.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's going like,
Let's get your skill roll.
hell yeah.
We should also probably research some of the riddle
Yeah.
from the
I
first
mean,
riddle too.
Hacker man.
Renard would be researching those Project Pandora blueprints.
Okay.
Imagine.
Yeah. So
Project Pandora.
that's a decent roll. So I'm going to give you this. You do find a thread of data, and you chase that thread through multiple bulletin board systems, kind of digging through basically what are very early era forums. But you kind of dig and you find these little clues here and there, and you pick up bits and you put them together using your vast skill and ability until you eventually paint this picture of an information broker, a fixer here in Berlin, a very famous one within the underground, basically from what you're picking up, called the Padrone.
The Padrone. Okay.
Can you spell that?
Padrone.
Thank you.
So you find out about the Padrone,
Okay.
and this place, it's a place called En Passant Fendley. It's a German word, I don't know.
Yes.
This is the name of the establishment.
Oh.
That's not how I was trying to write it.
Perfect. I got it.
Perfect German.
First try.
So that's the name of it. Basically, from what you've gathered, this location, en passant, is the place where the broker or the padrone operates out of as a mediary for various criminal powers, underworld organizations.
Okay.
So like things are lining up as far as this goes. You have a name of the individual. You've got en passant, what that was referring to, and the immortal game you're assuming was just a chess reference to get you kind of on the path.
Right.
Maybe.
Well.
Oh. It means pawnbroker. I mean, she knew that, but I wanted to know.
That's funny.
No, that is good, and you're right. That is what it means.
Pawnbroker. So Akira will, after she's like gathered all of this information and painted a pretty picture for herself, she is going to relay that to the other two, once they are like not asleep, I guess.
That's nice.
Yeah, everybody gets a decent rest. It's no problem.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can get some Berliners for breakfast.
Yeah, she was like taking advantage of like their coffee.
Maybe a fresh
Right.
baguette.
No.
Some
Yeah,
fromage.
Fromage.
She'll tell the other two what she found in the deep web.
All right.
Whatever the deep web was in the 80s.
It was the BBS systems, basically.
It was just a web.
Yeah. So yeah, so you've got a direction now if you want to follow it.
Well, could I look at the Pandora blueprints, try to figure out how it needs to be activated, maybe?
So, do you have any type of virology or genetic studies, anything that could help with that?
Perhaps Rosary has some of that, but no.
Because it's
Maybe I'll look at.
it's very complex. You can gather that it is some type of mind control thing, and that's a very strong word to use because that's not exactly what it is. It's a strain of an existing bacteriophage that actually causes a rewiring of the brain in certain organisms that has been genetically modified.
You know what? Maybe we look at Cerberus dossier instead, because I think
But
Renard would look a second at this virology stuff and be like,
Rosary has chem and engineering on a level 2.
Oh.
Would she be able to combine that enough to make more sense out of it?
You get a little bit. You can tell that
Okay.
it's what they've done is they've genetically altered the Toxoplasmosta gondii bacteriophage, which normally affects rodents and actually makes rats run towards cats because it gestates inside the cat's intestinal tract. So it actually rewires the rat to make them run towards their natural predator.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, so she already has that.
Yeah. So they basically re-engineered that bacteriophage to affect the human mind and make it susceptible to suggestion using key triggers.
Okay.
It's very complex, though.
It's
But
very
it-
complex, so stay with me.
You do have a general idea of why this is so dangerous now, though.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
mind control
what-
anything's pretty fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple decades before that, what were they using? LSD
Yeah.
for suggestion? And I'm being dead serious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cary Grant was on like LSD or something. It's crazy stuff I read. Anyways, they were using LSD for mind control, and then they were also using it therapeutically.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the other one, the truth serum one. I can't think of the name.
We're just gonna call it truth serum.
I almost said Rohypnol for some reason. That's not truth serum.
No,
No.
it's not.
No.
That's definitely not truth
Tylenol?
serum. Tylenol.
No, Tylenol's not truth. Tylenol is, even if you take the right amount, it can still kill you.
But yeah, no,
Like,
it's
try me, bitch.
so you've got a general idea of why it's more dangerous. why it is so dangerous. As far as you're still a little bit in the dark about what's going on, obviously. I can tell by just listening to you guys talk, like you're starting to have your doubts about whether or not Cerberus is a good guy or a bad guy. Now Liv's in the picture, so you're wondering what's going on there. Now there's a new player on the field with the broker.
A new fucking chess piece. Let's go.
Yeah, and plus you've gotten, the Stasi are involved. There's an unknown agency involved. The guys you had to shoot out with, the Russians. They could be
Was
KGB.
it another Stasi we had a shootout with?
No, in the car.
No, I shot the Russian in the hand.
Yeah.
In the car.
Right.
Yeah, and then we got involved with the police. That was like an entirely different thing.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Because
That was
they
the
think
Stasi.
that we're on Cerberus' side and we're not. Well, not at the moment. Probably won't be now that we know that this is the fucking goal.
There's a chance. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say that that unless it's actually the agency that wants to do this. Pandora
It could
thing
also be
and
that Cerberus is infected by this thing already.
Also,
He had a big flip of
Liv's the
loyalty.
bad guy. I'm just kidding.
Who knows? But I am thinking maybe Liv left that message in the corridor for Cerberus.
Is there anything else they can make out about the Midnight Sun thing?
The other act or operation.
Yeah, a lot. You said a lot of it was redacted, correct?
Yeah, it's the previous mission. From what you gather, it was an attempt to capture Cerberus, but
Did that happen in Berlin? Was that where they shot up the place, or was it something else?
the location is redacted.
Of course, it's redacted.
It did lead to a very violent confrontation, though, with an unknown agency.
Oh, it could have been the Russian one that we're kind of dealing with now.
It could be the agency from Istanbul too.
Oh yes, that's correct.
That's where it all went down.
A lot of players.
Well, we do have a solid goal at least now. Like to go forward.
Did she get a location?
You got the location of the pawnbroker.
Yeah, I got a location.
Okay.
She tells them everything pretty well that she found.
Okay.
All right.
So it's not a huge distance from your location. It's in a little alley right off Karl Marx Allee in East Berlin.
Okay.
It's a little northeast of Alexanderplatz. You could walk there. You could maybe find your stolen car and drive there.
I say we just walk.
Yeah.
I do not trust the cabs anymore. It seemed like we were being found out a little bit too easily.
Well, no, the cab that we took, he was fantastic. Just the people following us was not.
Were they also fantastic, or did they know where we were going and which car we were driving in?
Yeah, we shouldn't take the same car again with the window blown out and already knowing that it's stolen or whatever. Are there any cars around to hotwire so I can roll 5 times to get it?
Or we could let
Maybe you should let the one with the electronic skill fucking hotwire it this time.
It was funny to see that happen, though, especially with him. What are you doing in my car?
Hi.
Poor Otto. So
Not really.
Now you're anything you steal here is likely to fall apart before you get to where you're going.
Okay.
You are in the Doo-Dooville part of town.
Let's just fucking walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
A nice morning walk.
So like I said,
Kara gets all of her stuff back in her bag, the foldable stuff, because she's a spy. She's got the cool shit.
So I will say this: do you want to go during the day, or do you want till night? Wait till night. You are a lot more exposed walking around during the day, and apparently somebody's got your number, if not more than one somebody, because you've been attacked and followed. You've been on camera. with the Stasi.
Let's wait until night again.
Because we can just do a time jump and wait till night if you want to wait till night. That's no problem.
Kind of gather our bearings.
I just figured I'd give
Okay.
you the option.
I know, but it could be equally bad looking for scary criminals at night.
I mean, at night there's not a bunch of people in the street walking about.
Yeah.
No, and it's silent. It's easy to grab us and kill us in an alley. I'm just saying. There's many angles to look at this from, but yeah, I'd wait till night too.
Night.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd
Let's
say
wait.
like early nighttime where people are just going home.
Okay. No, that's fine. Not a problem. I want you to just completely imagine that I'm not rolling dice. Okay.
I can't not. If you got a 69.
It's 59. It was close.
59.
10 away. So
Is it a critical if we also roll a 69? I feel like I need to ask this question.
if it's a seduction roll, yes. So the walk there is uneventful. No worries. No worries at all.
Any cameras?
Did that stop again? It did. Oh my goodness, music stopped. I can't have the music stop.
No.
There we go. So, where was I? Secret exit. Oh my
We
God.
had nothing. Nothing happened.
Absolutely nothing happened.
I didn't seduce any old guys.
It didn't happen this episode.
No. it didn't.
This
We,
episode.
well,
They're
we don't
still
know how
fine.
old Padron is, so.
This episode, anyway.
Yeah. No, last time I seduced somebody, this time I choked him to death, so.
True. I mean, he may have enjoyed it. You don't know. We didn't have a chance to stop.
He
and
did
ask
try
him.
to buck me pretty inappropriately, so I
Yeah, I think he got a little too excited there.
Well, you
don't. I mean, if I was dying, I'd do whatever I could too, to be fair.
you bucked him back pretty good. Don't worry.
I
So I hope you guys can see. Did
No.
I move you? I didn't move you
No.
guys, did I? It would help
No.
if I moved you guys to the map, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Thank
Just a tiny
you.
touch.
Probably.
So here you are. You kind of pull up down the alley and you're in front of
Is
the
that
shop.
a tiger?
So it's an unassuming location from the exterior. It's weathered dark gray facade, blends in pretty seamlessly with the other buildings in the area. There's a faded vintage sign in German lettering that hangs above the entrance, alluding to its very historical roots as a pawn shop. It's been here a long time. It's a single unlit neon sign with the silhouette of a pawn chess piece swinging gently in the breeze, symbolizing the pawn role it plays in the criminal underground.
Fantastic.
You like that? You like that?
I do.
Let's see. So where was over that? I have so much stuff here. Where is it?
Poor church.
Too much stuff over there.
Did I thought I had. Did I not? Maybe I didn't. I thought I had a visual. I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna come back on screen with a top hat. I was very disappointed.
I do have a derby.
I don't know if a derby does it.
Oh, you know what? I feel like an idiot. So here, I'm going to share this with you real quick. Here's the Project Pandora blueprints. I forgot I had actually written all this out for you.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Here's Operation Midnight Sun,
Okay.
and here's the Cerberus dossier. So you guys actually
I
have
love
these.
Awesome.
And you already have the communication log. See, it's a good thing I took a look at this stuff. It is a really good thing. So I don't have a visual for the outside, but you guys get the idea. It's a faded, kind of simple, unobtrusive exterior. It's some windows. It's obvious pawn shop, but it's been here for ages in this dark little alley. You can kind of peer in through the stained, kind of brushed glass windows as you walk up to the entrance. And inside, you do see this kind of almost beautiful, fascinating blend of the history past and the modern present, echoing in the shop's kind of dual nature. It's got the dark kind of tile floors with ornate chandeliers, kind of heavy velvet curtains that definitely harken back to like a bygone era. And you see right there in the window a whole bunch of vintage chessboards and pawn-shaped decorations scattered throughout the shop. You definitely sense a theme.
Crime.
Crime is the
Chess.
theme.
Is there anything from preventing us from like walking inside if there's like a guard or anything like that?
Nope. You're welcome to walk right
It's
in.
like a pawn shop. Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
I will open. Oh, you opened it.
I did.
Renard-
That's pretty cool.
You said I could walk in.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was gonna open the door for you like a gentleman. That's fine.
Bernard would open the door like a gentleman.
Get out of here.
So,
Ladies first.
across the way here, you do see like a caged-in area, like where the proprietor sits, and there's a man sitting back there. A tall, very sharply dressed man, very handsome.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing
Now I know.
He's wearing a tailored
Time.
suit of very fine fabric. You can tell even from here. And as you walk in, he kind of lifts one eyebrow and gives you a little kind of crooked smile. And in that, you sense this air of confidence and shrewd determination. He's got very piercing blue eyes that are just impossible to read. And he nods very kind of discreetly at you and says, in German, welcome.
Does it say in German welcome or?
He says welcome. I'm trying, dang it. Here, I'll show you what he looks like. Would you like to see?
Yeah, but I've already decided this is the person that she's gonna throw down seduction on.
Did the picture come through?
It did.
No, it did finally, but when you started describing it, I'm like, heck yeah, it's like Cary Grant, Rhett Butler, I'm in it.
Oh, the picture suits it then. He's a striking figure, standing at 6'2", lean and well-groomed.
Okay, now it's just the game. Calm down.
It's a game. Calm down.
I said that for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's gonna throw out the vibe. You know.
Bonjour, monsieur.
No, I mean,
Renard's
come on,
gonna
let's
throw
be
the
fair.
vibe
She's
first.
gonna push them up and flick her hair out.
Let me get the girls ready.
Yeah. No, I mean,
And
hey.
now Akira's distracted. What the fuck?
No, she's gonna, turn on the charms that you have, the prowess of your walk, the way you smile, stuff like that, little things. And she has in her psychological profile, her passion is high.
Mhm.
So
That's fair.
Yeah.
Passion is high,
That's
eh?
fair. So
that's gonna-
Renard's been the first one to walk up to the gate, and you said hello in French.
Yeah, just hello, sir.
And he answers back in just smooth, just perfection in his accent. He says, "Salut, mon ami."
Ooh.
oh,
We thought to stop by as we walking en passant.
but he
In
started
passing.
in German, correct?
Perfect
He did.
German, yeah.
Okay.
He's just switching back and forth between languages like it's nothing.
And Kara just kind of like mutters under her breath in Japanese just to kind of test it out.
He actually, he says, "Excuse me, I didn't quite catch that" in Japanese.
And she like goes, "What the fuck" in Japanese, pretty much. But like, because Japanese, her tone like changes a bit. Because
Mhm.
apparently, when you talk in Japanese, your tone just gets higher for some fucking reason.
Oh yeah. And he kind of smiles at you knowingly and gives you a little chuckle. And he says, once again in German, he says, "It seems we have quite a mix of cultures here. Is there any one language that I should pick to speak with all of you, so that we're all on the same page?"
I suppose we all speak English fairly well. It looks like proxy a little bit, like it's not sure.
So
Because I speak English just fine. The fuck?
So he switches over once again to English without a hint of an accent. It's just a neutral, almost Midwestern accent.
Howdy,
This is
partner.
quite an old place, yes? Many games of chess. I can see the team. Any famous one that we could know?
Well,
That might have happened in these walls.
he points, he says, the chessboards over there on the left are actually from the 1816 Impossible game. The ones on the right are from the 1922 chess competitions held in Munich. I do have a number of even more collectible pieces handcrafted by artisans from all around the world. If it's chessboards you're interested in, you have indeed come to the right place.
Oh, perfect. Viridian is gonna saunter up there and be like, actually, I'm interested in you.
Me?
Yeah.
Kira's gonna go over to a chessboard. It's like, wow, look at this.
Actually, yeah.
Alright.
I hadn't thought of our next line yet, to be fair.
I
So,
love it, that's it. It's like that. You're just like, I'm interested in you. Really?
Yeah.
Yup.
so
That'd be mean.
I will say, sadly, being as there is only one of me, I'm not entirely for sale, though you have piqued my curiosity. Your demeanor suggests that perhaps you're not looking for a chessboard.
There's so many things I could say, and I'm just like trying to figure out what she would say because it all seems tawdry.
Akira is
Should I
like,
let you think of
awkwardly
that,
like,
or-
wow, look at this chessboard. Because she's like, whoops, this is weird. She's gonna go back eventually and just kind of like stand in the back.
Yeah.
She's kinda...
I'm innocent.
I'm innocent, I swear.
Renard leans on the counter and lights up a cigarette.
Yeah, he lights up 4 more.
Just the one.
He actually pushes an ornate, like, handcrafted ashtray just casually.
He will use the ashtray, yes.
That is sexy. Just like,
Yeah.
The Mortad game, you say?
Oh, indeed.
Anybody else come in inquiring about that
Oh,
chessboard?
good. Quite a few. I'm well known around certain circles of collectors, let's say.
Akira's gonna say, I was gonna say, kind of hard to find.
Certain circles. I can get you just about anything you're looking for. I am well connected as far as the collectors go. And he kind of leans over on the counter and... Is there anything in particular that you want of me?
Oh, what a hoe.
What a hoe!
Oh.
We're talking about Viridian or this dude?
He has a tie, right?
He does, yeah.
Can she lean forward and like place her fingers over it?
Oh, there's a cage between you.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay,
Wouldn't that be funny?
then she could
like,
just wrap her fingers in the cage
Okay. Just
and
lock
just
in.
lean forward slowly and just be like, everybody has a price. It doesn't mean it's money though.
So he leans forward, it kind of briskly, right? And to where he's just a couple inches from your nose, and you've noticed his eyes have not moved from yours. Most guys, when this type of thing happens with you, their
Yeah.
eyes wander.
Yeah.
His have stayed locked directly onto yours, which makes the encounter slightly intense. And he gets really close, and the first thing you get is this very gentle scent of, like, leather and pine coming off of him. Just very a sweet, like a cologne that's unique. And it kind of mingles in with the air of the area, the tobacco smell. You can see a pipe in the distance and kind of get a hint of that kind of cherry Cavendish in the air. And all of these sensations kind of wash over you as he leans in and gets close and says, I think you might be speaking my language.
Oh, she's in so much trouble.
what a hoe.
She hasn't done anything yet. She hasn't
I'm
done
talking
anything
about
yet.
him.
Oh.
He's over here like, ooh, dad
Well, yeah, but
Probably.
the thing about him not moving his eyes makes it super intense, but it also says to her he's somebody that like it's his place of business. So he could just be playing her as a business asset too. Like she's her own worst enemy and like overthinking shit.
Does he like hold the bars, or is keeping his hands by his side?
Oh, he's keeping his hands by his side. He hasn't made, aside from leaning in, he
Yeah.
hasn't made any even remotely aggressive movements whatsoever. In fact,
Yeah.
he seems fairly stoic almost. Like he'll grin or chuckle or but there's not a lot of strong emotional sense coming off of him. He's holding this kind of stoic jibe real good.
Yeah, she's gonna release the cage and like I don't know how you fake this, but she's gonna try to fake a blush.
Okay, that's very possible.
Yeah.
It's possible you can do that.
Oh yeah.
And but wink at him anyways and just be like, well, are you open to giving me information then, depending on the price?
Information I can do. I'm a virtual encyclopedia. And my dear Viridian.
Oh, he knows her real name?
We didn't say names!
I am at your disposal. How may I assist you?
She's gonna
starting to
try,
sound
like,
more
yeah.
Like AI, I'm just saying.
She's because I mean I've used Viridian. None of you guys know that her name is Viridian, but he said Viridian, and she's gonna try not to seem slightly alarmed, and she's gonna try to play it off and be like, "It seems you have me at a disadvantage," which doesn't happen very often.
Oh, I'm
Kira's
sure.
like looking between them. It's written on her face that she's like,
I'm sure very few gentlemen get you at an advantage, my dear, especially considering your day job. However, that's neither here nor there. I am actually thrilled that you have chosen to come and bring your patronage to me here in my establishment. You and Akira and Renard. What a fantastic surprise to have all three of you come through my door to seek my help. I honestly am flattered, genuinely flattered, and I am over the moon, as you say in America, to be here in this situation with you right now.
Kira's just like, I ain't from America.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that works.
he knows all their names, so she's gonna be like, "Oh God." She doesn't. She's gonna assume because he called her Viridian, and then her Akira and him Renard, that those are their names, obviously from the context of the conversation.
It is a very good guess.
Kira's like, I prefer AoE if you don't mind.
Of course. Of course, my dear. And, I have to give you high marks for the skill it took to find me. All those little blips and bloops out there, what an amazing thing technology is.
Yeah.
You guys left quite a mess.
Not
the other
much
night.
than you, Cerberus.
Well, the Stasi are still looking for you. Let's just put it that way.
Well, they can continue looking for us. It don't matter too much.
Oh, I am on your side. I want you to know that I am definitely on your side in this particular matter. Like I said, I am.
Kira's got the narrowed eyes at him. She's like, I don't fucking know what your deal is. I can't. Man, I wish I could hear you a bit better. Thank God I lip read, but Jesus.
So what you're saying to us is now that our interests are currently aligned, you're on our side.
Well, our interests are probably always aligned, dear. However, at the time being, We shall stick to business. And perhaps when this whole mess is said and done and the water's calm, maybe you'll meet me for a coffee.
I'm blushing for Viridian.
No, she's kind of gotten her composure back, and she blows him a kiss.
Akira just kind of like rubs her face. She's like, oh my god.
Hey, listen. First of all, let's be honest. It doesn't hurt to have somebody who's a broker of information on your side, if he truly is. But yeah.
I just want to point out, in case I wasn't clear enough when I said it. Smoker said called him Cerberus. He's pretty sure this is Cerberus, not Pandora.
Yeah. No, I heard that, and she did
Okay.
too.
No, he didn't respond.
And did you see my tiny message when I threw a bug on him?
You want to throw a bug on him?
So, totally, yes.
Are you sure you want to try that?
I really wouldn't.
I
With the
would
neon
trust in my
sense.
sleight of hand to help me out here. Yes.
You want
Oh
to
my
throw a bug on him? Through the
If
cage?
he's distracted by looking straight in, when he was distracted by looking straight into Viridian's eyes, yes.
Well, I will say this. You're all pretty good read of person. You get the sense that as intent as he is, he's not in the least bit distracted. Like, he's focused.
Wouldn't.
He's very
Yeah.
aware of what's going on around him. You can. I will warn you, it will be very difficult. And if he catches you, it could have some dire consequences.
Not gonna do it yet. Dan.
Okay.
Well then Akira, now that she knows for certain that this dude is gonna know what she's asking for, and allegedly is on their side, she's gonna go, so, know anything about Pandora's key then?
He just says it.
Yeah, why the fuck not? He knows literally everything else about us.
He says, this is fantastic. You are so remarkably brazen. It's beautiful. However,
You know bloody names.
I do.
You likely directed us here, essentially. If you know everything, you know it'd be coming, and you know what we
No.
want.
I did not direct you here.
Well played, by the way, trying to sort him out by saying that.
I did not direct you here. I will tell you this, though. In this business, I did not get to where I am today by blindly trusting anyone. I hope you'll forgive me. But before we go any further, and before I give you any form of key, I'm going to need you to prove to me that you're trustworthy.
Alright, how do we prove that now?
It's a simple test of loyalty, let's call it. I need to know that you're not going to stab me in the back. Because, well, as you know from your research, dear Akira,
Aoi.
I
She's
don't
a pretty
normally
psycho.
I don't normally deal with people in your position. I deal with the slightly shadier crowd. A darker audience, let's call it. Which is fine. I am not opposed to working with you in this respect. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. The stakes are quite high. But with this, all I need you to do is meet a contact, make a delivery, and bring back a token, showing me that the task is complete, and we're done. I will
If
give
it's
you
some
what you seek.
poker chip, if it's some poker chip and someone gets shot in the face by a guy named Ben, I'm done.
No, Benny, don't worry.
Okay. With a checkered suit. Oh, fuck, man. Okay.
So, what I need you to do is go to a location that I will give you, retrieve the package, meet my contact, deliver the package, and bring back the token that my contact gives you as proof that the job has been completed. Take no more than a few hours at most. And then I will give you one of the keys to Pandora.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Kira's not like swearing at him. It's more just like, fuck, man. I'm gonna run around.
And Monsieur, you're asking us to prove we're trustworthy. How do we know you are?
You don't. But it's bad business for me to double-cross my potential clientele. I'm a mediator. And a mediator is a neutral party in all situations. I'm a fixer. I fix problems. My job is to bring people together. I'm a people person. I am
That is
a peacekeeper.
what you say, but as you
Serving a lot of
may or
badass
may not,
people.
as you may know, I would assume you would know, the man we are chasing is a master of déguisement, of camouflage, of stealing identities. How do we know you are you?
I mean, this is my shop. It has been in my family for generations.
Anyone who could verify that information?
Akira probably would have seen that, wouldn't she?
Yeah, the shop's been around since like the 1700s.
No, I mean anyone who could verify you are the owner. Any repeat
well,
customer?
either I'm the owner, or the real owner is dead and I've taken his place.
That would
and-
not surprise me. You seem like a very knowledgeable fella.
As exciting
Oh,
as
you
that
don't
would
like
be-
him, yo.
He speaks many languages. He could. We don't know what his face is supposed to look like. He could clearly be Cerberus playing us.
As exciting as that would be, it just would not behoove me. Let's say I am who you think I am. Why would I give you the key?
You would not. You would ask us to recover something you need and give us something we don't.
Why not just go get it myself?
That is a good question. I'm not saying there's no answer, but there's probably an answer. I can make some up if you want.
Well, we can debate these small things.
Why aren't you going to get this yourself?
Because I am not who you think I am. I don't get my hands dirty. Not if I can help it. I have more important things to do here. I have this lovely shop to run. But I will tell you this. As intent as you are on pushing this strange bit of logic about, you can take my deal and receive the key for this very small pickup and delivery. Or not. I'm not keeping you here. The door is unlocked. You're free to go. We could never see one another again, though it would break my heart to miss out on you again, Viridian.
What a hoe. She's
Akira's
gonna-
over here like, this man's full of fucking shit. Not, she didn't say that out loud. She's always like, this man's full of fucking shit. But she's like, but he's got a point, though.
So he's I can't say it. Is it Palandro? How do you say that name? I'm sorry.
Pedro?
Oh, the Padrone, yeah.
Okay, so he's Padron. So she's going to be like, darling Patron, I'm all for loyalty, but not blind loyalty. What package would you like us to deliver?
It's just a small package sitting in a warehouse that is almost never used. I believe there's a security guard that patrols the grounds. A little rented security guard. It's
Well,
just...
since you already told us you don't like getting your hands dirty, can I assume what's inside the boxes is sensitive, maybe illegal nature?
It's just information. I deal in information. These are documents that were used to provide leverage in a certain case that I'm dealing with. And they were used by someone that I have been paid to protect. And this location is just a dead drop.
Okay, I'll ask you one final thing.
Of course.
Knowing me as you know me and know my history, would I mind doing this favor on behalf of your client?
No, I don't think you'd mind at all.
Okay. I said that, not her.
I was
Okay. Like, I mean, to be fair, like, what have they got to lose? They've already killed a bunch of Stasi. They have no other leads. Like,
You do have no other leads. If it's gonna be a
yeah.
trap, might as well lock
So
it.
she's
Yeah.
just like, okay, I'll do it.
Very good.
And
Very
but she
good.
won't volunteer that they will, because that's
Akira's
presumptuous.
just like, at this point, I don't see a reason not to. And if he double crosses us, well, we can figure that out. Like I said, we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Sounds good.
Light it on fire like we did that building.
So
Let's burn all the bridges.
he writes down very quickly an address on a scrap of paper with a very ornate pen. Slides it under the cage.
Cool.
And it is.
Well, Kira's gonna read it. Somebody else can take it. Kira's gonna go up and read it at least.
Here, I'll put this.
Well, you're the one with the photographic memory, which is why Viridian didn't take it.
She is.
This
Yeah,
is
so
the
yeah,
name
I'll
of the
take it.
the location in Roll20 chat.
What's that last one? Doesn't even
That's
game
a.
maybe.
It's a an abbreviation,
Oh, well, now you tell me.
but it's a German abbreviation.
Or like Avenue or something.
No, it's
Yeah,
part of
so-
it's a business name, but it's the warehouse is located on the outskirts of East Berlin, in the Lichtenberg Industrial District.
Fun. Okay.
Viridian's gonna flex a little, and she's gonna announce that in perfect German, and then go back to her American accent just as well.
Awesome. Just to
Akira's
flex.
gonna go.
Just a flex.
Great. Well, you can pronounce it. I'll memorize it.
He says, "Well, my dear friends."
Don't call us that.
You guys are mad rude.
Well, Akira doesn't quite like having all of her fucking information known by this one dude, because she's pretty careful about her shit, like real careful. And the fact that this dude knows everything, almost everything about her, probably, kind of she doesn't like him. So she's like, no, I'm not your fucking friend. Your business acquaintance. That's it.
Whatever you prefer. Whatever you prefer.
Oddly, Viridian's the opposite. She's like almost inwardly comforted. Like, shit, he knows all my secrets. I don't care. Like,
Akira is very like, no, this is bad. Like, I don't like this. I don't like.
I mean,
the fact
Renard's
that you
like-
know shit.
Renard is more like he knows our information. Who else knows it? Or Crimson Shadow? Who do we know is betraying Crimson Shadow? Lives? Who's Liv talking to? Cerberus?
Oh, that makes sense too.
So,
Yeah, Akira wasn't thinking about that. I won't lie.
Yeah, but-
I wasn't thinking. About
Renard doesn't have much trust in anybody.
But no, he does say, I wish you the best of luck. Please tell my contact, Vox, that I said hello. And that I hope to see them very soon.
Right
Would-
then. Well,
Do you require a car or a cab?
a vehicle would be nice.
A car would be nice. Renard and squashes his cigarette in
Okay.
the ornate thingy he put up.
He slides a set of keys under the cage. You notice the key ring has a BMW logo
of
on
course
it.
it does.
You'll find my car
Renard
parked
picks
around
that
the
up.
side. Please try to bring it back in one piece. I did just have it detailed.
I cannot
Well-
promise anything about the windows, but I'll do my best.
She goes, those Russians don't leave us alone again.
Well, with that, I
Well,
bid you a
you know-
fond adieu.
Would you know anything about any third parties that are interested in the same thing we are?
Complete this task and perhaps we'll talk more. But I would be a very sorry information broker if I gave everything away for free, wouldn't I?
Oh, I'm not talking about free.
she's gonna look over at Renard like,
Hello? Akira's just gonna like.
Renard
hand
slips off
Renard
his
the
wedding
fucking
ring.
Gonna push
He
the
takes
fucking
off his
key in
wedding ring.
Renard's chest and
Oh my
fucking-
gosh.
We're going from 3 people checking into the no-tell moped to a 4-person gang in the back room. What's going on?
Yeah.
Is this
Akira
still?
is not involved with this. She's over here like, no, let me get my shit out first. And then
He doesn't really take off his wedding.
I know.
Viridian's just like ready to go. It's a few hours. Like she's
Yeah. Let's go.
she's
so we
yeah.
can-
So she just gives him like one last lingering look, and she saunters out. Oh yeah, she does. She does that saunter.
So
Akira
He-
is embarrassed for her.
he gives you a little sideways smile as you look at him, and as you turn to saunter out, you notice that he turns around and walks into the back room.
I quit.
Akira just like
I
fucking
quit.
north.
I swear to God, like this has basically just become, and I'm part of the problem. This has just become,
Or about half of it.
yeah. It's about chicka wow wow spy time.
And then he's just like, all right, see you later.
Yeah.
This man, I out of character, love the dude. In character, Akira has a little bit more respect for him now just because he did that, and she thinks that's absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Viridian's
She
just
did
out
snort a little
the
bit.
door. You know, not like running, but she's just like, yeah. Unintended
let's go.
consequences. Let's keep moving.
So
You
I
know,
tell you,
if he leaves
Maybe
the
you will still get that coffee with them. You never know.
very possible. Very possible. So I think we're gonna cut here just because it is a little after midnight already.
yeah.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry.
No, don't be
You're
apologize.
good.
That just means we were all getting into it and having fun, so it's all good. And this is a good place to cut because when we pick up next time, we'll start with this next little journey into the adventure. You guys are actually in what I have called Act 3
Nice.
right now. So you
We
guys
went
are
through Act 1 and 2 last week.
yeah, pretty much. And,
Or
and
no,
well, the second
no,
half of
Act
Act
1 and-
2,
Yeah.
you finished off tonight, and then began Act 3 with meeting the Padrone and whatnot. So you guys are doing great.
Awesome.
You guys are, you're trucking along. You're picking up on a lot of like kind of obscure little clues here and there.
We're picking up. We're doing great,
Hmm?
despite the
get that?
fact that we murdered like 3 people.
They
Cut
started
off
that.
somebody, almost cut off Travis.
Sometimes you have
did.
to murder people. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to murder people.
And you're assuming everybody's that they all haven't killed other people before? We don't know.
No, the
They
Honestly,
probably
Stasi,
have.
the Stasi would have put you down.
Oh yeah.
No, but I mean like these were our first kills in the game.
Mhm.
I don't know if any of you guys have killed people before.
Akira probably has. I won't even lie.
I mean, Smoker didn't wait to go stab that lady in the throat when she was.
Yeah.
I mean, you do the like no witnesses. Okay, bam, right in the. Akira's definitely made.
You're all closet psychopaths.
Hey, her
Closet?
sanity's pretty high.
Oh, all right, cupboard psychopaths.
She's a highly functioning sociopath. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. There
That's
we
what all
go.
spies are, right? Highly functioning sociopaths.
They have to
Yeah,
be.
you kind of
Yeah.
have to be. But I do hope you guys are still having a good time.
Very great.
Of course.
I am. This has
fun.
been fun.
I feel like there's things I want to do before we leave, but I'll wait until next game.
That's
Are
fine.
you serious? You're gonna join him in the back room? We really need
No,
to stop this.
I want to perhaps take a picture of him. Perhaps check that chessboard about Immortal Games. See if there's anything special.
Just
about
be like pointing the
Okay.
pen at him. Excuse me, being. That's
yeah.
what Akira would do.
So we will pick up next week, Thursday. Is it next? Yeah, we're still good for next week. We should be able to knock out the rest of Act 3 and potentially get into Act 4. And then we'll have probably one more session after that at most, if we don't finish it. I assume we'll probably have one more after that to wrap everything up and get the grand finale.
Woo!
Where,
Awesome.
but yeah, I'm enjoying this. I love this setting. I love this game. So I do want to thank all of you lovely players. You guys are doing great. This is a lot of fun. You're a good group. I want to thank all you guys at home for watching. All you guys who watch later on YouTube and Twitch. The heart thing. I don't know.
Or you do this. This is like good enough.
That's good.
I got this. This is mine.
We're doing gang signs. But no, this has been fun. I can't wait to come back. Do make sure to come back. Hopefully this Wednesday we'll be back with Deadlands. Well, actually, today's Thursday, so Saturday we're back with Sigil Confidential. We might be doing Star Wars on Friday. I can't remember. So then next Wednesday will be Deadlands, and then we'll be back with this game once again. We've got so much going on. So much going on. It may not be Sigil. Maybe it's. That's right. We are having the Night of the Round Table this Saturday. We're actually going to have a little chat, chill out session where we discuss the game so far and what's to come, and those are always fun. You don't want to miss them. They're always a good laugh, so don't miss that. But I do want to thank you guys very much once again. Love you all. Check on your people. Make sure they know that they're loved. It's Movember, suicide awareness, male mental health, testicular cancer. So check your balls, check your friends, balls, whatever. Make sure everybody's doing okay.
Now I'm gonna message somebody. Be like, hey, I just need to. I just need to check something. Can you send me a picture?
You'll probably get one, but you might regret it. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna try to find somebody to raid once we go to the ending screen. But so stick around for wherever we end up going. Thank you guys once again, and good night.
Good night.
Night.